but ass.
Dude, I'm not doing this. No. A lot of y'all motherfuckers, man, you guys try to hold us to standards you don't hold yourselves to. I'm a human fucking being. I get pissed off when people fuck me over. And from now on, when people fuck me over, I'm fucking them over. I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit. Dude, I deal with people in good faith. I don't fuck anybody. My only crime against Anthony Johnson was having the audacity to have the CME. That's all he needed. That's all he needed. My only crime with O'Shea was talking the way I do. My crime with Obsidian is seeing that he lives in a fucking shanty. I don't give a fuck. I'm not taking the high road with motherfuckers. If motherfuckers gonna take the low road, I'm gonna take the low road. Fuck what you heard. Preach, your wife is a fucking fat ass. Obsidian, your woman is a fucking fat ass. And oh by the way, Obsidian's woman has 3 children. Guess how many she has custody of? This many. These are facts. This bitch told this to Devin. Facts. Obsidian's woman has 3 children that she does not have custody of. Facts. Ask him about that. Ask him about that. This nigga's gonna tell me I showed up drunk and that my woman looks like trailer trash? Bet. Game on. Game on. Your bitch is from Chicago. She has 3 kids that she does not have custody of. Facts. I am sick and tired of these ignorant ass niggas talking shit. I don't give a fuck. I have reached my fucking limit. That's it. I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm not doing none of that shit. And if you guys don't, well, that's not very red pill or very masculine of you. Unfucking subscribe. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I love Kevin Samuels like a fucking brother. I gave him a platform and nobody else would. As soon as he made it, he retracted the ladder. Those are facts. O'Shea lied about the fact that I tried to start a Black 21 convention behind his back. That was a fucking lie. Facts. Obsidian's girlfriend is a fucking fat ass who has 3 kids that she no longer has custody of. Facts. Oh my god.
What is good, Chad? How are we doing today? Welcome to another show. Chat, this show's about to go left real fucking fast. Stop the show. pause it. All right, it's about to go left because there's a lot of things we want to talk about, and it's so interesting because we are going to go into one of these what do you call it, Alice in Wonderland rabbit holes. Yes, we're about to dive deep into this because there's a lot to take in, and yeah, although the main thing on the surface is a pressing issue. I mean, clearly it describes a bunch of things that is evident that we've been talking about when it comes to these guys' shows and the kind of content they put out there, the type of women they bring on and whatnot. So it's just another I told you so, niggas. Like, come on. You can't have a conversation about quality women with non-quality women, and then all of a sudden, boom, this springs up on you, a double murder, or I'm sorry, fatality, okay? All leading right back to you niggas and your platforms. Huh. Are these the queens? Are these the queens these men are supposed to be looking into and trying to get with? Huh? Murderers? Is that what we're looking for? Listen, it's crazy, but we're not just going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the reaction to that, particularly the preemptive reaction to that was done by yours truly, Donovan Sharp. Shout out to you, Donnie. Okay? We got to go over Donovan Sharp's reaction for two different reasons, okay? One main reason is, right off the bat, the main source or the guys who are responsible, I wouldn't say responsible, but the guys who run the podcast, I mean, it's as close as we're going to get to a response from one of them, which is fresh, all right? That's as close as we're going to get as a response to this issue unless they put something official out about this woman, right? And secondly, Donovan Sharp's take. Yeah, Donovan Sharp's take was absolutely hilarious because it is it's basically the crux of what we talk about here when we talk about pill poppers, okay? Because what they do is they take a scenario like this and then immediately twist it into a gender war scenario, right? And then just say, hey, you know what? All women are the cause of this. I mean, this is what guys. This is why you need the red pill. All right. If you leave women to their own devices, I mean, they'll just start killing people all over the place. I mean, look at this. How would this irresponsible woman just killing people? He's out here, right? We got to stop this. We can't let women have freedom, okay? If they have freedom, we'll have more murders. We'll have way more murders. Matter of fact, we got to take away their driving license, their ability to drive. Yep, because listen, if we leave women to their own devices, well, guess what? I mean, they're gonna just more people gonna end up dead. This could be your uncle. So, more usual fear mongering from the pill popper spaces. We have to actually react to that because that's crazy. I mean, y'all can't be going around saying this. Like, we have to stop this gender war bullshit, okay? This mass labeling of all this. Listen, there's a lot of problems with that you can go into, but it is what it is. But let's get into the main thing. What is going on? What's in this news today, okay? Well, it seems as though that a woman in Miami is responsible for basically a double fatality in a massive car wreck that was done in Miami, right? And this woman basically is directly tied to the Fresh and Fit podcast. And by directly tied, meaning she was on the show, right? It goes for the vetting process these guys like to talk about all the time. Oh, yeah, you got to vet these women, right? Hey, Myron, did you fuck her 50 times before you know she was about to kill two people? Did that happen? I'm just asking for a friend. Anyways, yeah, it just shows you guys, this is the kind of people they bring on, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's not about helping men find good women. It's not about helping men get out of the rut they're in when it comes to, personal issues, relationship issues, financial issues. It's really not about that. What it's really about, first of all, is your wallet. And then secondly, realistically, probably banging some of these hoes. I mean, that's really it. They get your money, right, by presenting the women and saying, hey, these women, no, you don't want them. Don't touch them. Look at them. They're so bad. They're so naughty. Knowing fully well y'all want these women, okay? But then they go around and start dealing with these women, right? Now, I'm not saying that if they, did the dirty with Myron or whatever fuck it is. I don't know. Lord knows what goes on back there. But I will tell you is that when we say that the people they put in front of your face literally aren't the people you should be looking at as women out there in the real world. This is what we mean. Because when we get into what this Marcy or Macy person does or did, all right, it's just completely horrendous. And it just goes to show you exactly the mentality of women, who not only just live this type of super fast lifestyle with the drugs, the alcohol, irresponsibility where you're drinking and driving. Like, that's the most irresponsible thing you can do. Like, I had close family members that were killed by drunk drivers. I mean, Wisconsin is drunk driving state central, bro. It's insane. Okay, so like if you're under the influence of alcohol and you know for a fact you're not good to drive, or you're under the influence of anything whatsoever, and you know for a fact you're not good, do not get behind the wheel, for goodness sakes. Do not do it, because you are not only putting your life in danger, but anybody else is out there that has the unfortunate dilemma of encountering you out there in the world. So please, it's just reckless. But the reckless is what these guys do, is what they surround themselves by. They surround themselves with loose, reckless women, and then tell you these are what you expect to see out there, right? Now, one would think if you're going to invite people to your home, because, Myron, he partially lives there, right? So if you're going to invite that, you got to do your vetting, right? Who are these women? What kind of stuff are they doing, right? Apparently with this lady, she doesn't do the normal stuff. No. She does the stuff beyond the normal stuff. She is that much of a fucking a dope head. Like, it's crazy, right? So like you would think one would do like a cocaine, like a normal line, you spread it out as white, you do a line. No, she does pink cocaine. I have no idea what that is. I had no idea that was a thing, but apparently there's a thing called pink cocaine, and she's on that stuff, and she's blaming that for the reason why she got into this massive car fatality in Miami. So let's go ahead and read through it, and then we're gonna get into the reactions. But before we do, for those of you guys saying, Duke, no, that might not even be the girl. Okay, Duke, we don't even know if that's her. All right, look, because we're about to read this article over here, right? And we're not sure if this could quite possibly be the same girl, because she doesn't have the makeup on and whatnot. And it's funny seeing a bunch of guys like that's one of the main comments. They're saying it's not her, or oh my goodness, I knew she was ugly. All these bitches are ugly without makeup. I see, we told y'all. See, that's why the manosphere is important. No, bro. Yeah, no shit. Like, most women out there are wearing makeup. It just enhance themselves. It is what the fuck it is. That's why I'm like, why are y'all so intimidated by that? Right? Some of y'all will see a girl in makeup and think she's like, oh my God, she's beyond approach. No, she's still the same woman. Go talk to her. I guarantee you, bro. I guarantee you. Yeah, you'll be good. Go talk to her. See, sometimes the stuff that becomes surprising to y'all look, it's just surface deep. If you know a woman, all right, if you know a woman and the makeup and all the hair and shit, that don't phase you. You know exactly what you want. You're gonna, shoot your shot. That is what it is, right? But some of y'all, you're so incels, you look at all the surface shit and you get scared. Y'all don't even understand how a woman would think, right? See, this is why it's so hilarious. Y'all get fooled by this, and women like this are absolutely dangerous, and they'll fool you. They'll fool you and take you for everything you got, because you don't understand women, right? So again, if you are asking, is this the chick? Because she's wearing too much makeup, and this one, she just looked like she went from a 10 to like a 3, bro. What's going on? No, it's the same girl. If you don't believe me, here's her on Fresh and Fit. Actually, we're gonna go over here so you can actually get an idea of who she is and what she sounds like.
Of the year, 37K.
I feel like if it's like a not a serious thing, it's like a situational thing, then I don't mind being the little main chick getting, getting taken care of and shit like that. But if I'm like,
he would only take care of you if it was serious, though.
Yeah. Oh, then no, regular. I would just go with the average guy.
Wait, that makes sense. So wait, you'll fuck the rich guy temporarily and then go and get that's backwards.
Because I feel like I can do it myself. I'm just gonna do it myself. Like, I'm just gonna level up myself. I don't need somebody to take care of me. I'll just be single. Like,
you're gonna become a multi-millionaire yourself.
Really like how you say, fuck it, I'll be single.
You'll be in prison. That's where you're headed, young lady. Ain't no being. You gonna be single in prison if that's possible. I don't think that's possible, because I think some of them women in there in prison, they be on some booty warrior shit too. So just get ready for that, because it's about to get crazy. But yeah, that is in fact the girl, all right, from the show, who is about to get involved in what I'm about to show y'all right now. Let's get it.
A social media model is now at the center of attention in a deadly downtown Miami crash. Police say the 24-year-old woman confessed she was on party drugs when she crashed and killed 2 people.
NBC6 reporter Christian KlLING joins us now with the details on the investigation and who lost their lives.
On social media, she's a model and dancer seeking a booking. Now, Macy Marie Lathers is fully booked at the county jail.
She advised she was under the influence of 2C, a known party drug, and that she was from the future and had a crystal ball.
Does anyone know what this is? I've watched a few court videos where a lot of these guys, they're wearing this little thing over here. Is that can't be the normal jail wear, right? That's not the normal jailhouse wear. That's got to be like, maybe she's a danger to herself or some shit. What is that garb she's wearing?
The 24-year-old police say was found vomiting minutes after she crashed her white Mercedes into a black Range Rover and silver Suzuki. 2 people were killed. One of them needed to be extricated but died at the hospital. The other victim was killed on the spot.
At a high rate of speed, entered the intersection of North 8th Street with a steady red traffic signal and caused an angled collision.
In a GoFundMe page, Juanita Hernandez says she was struck by a reckless driver and lost her partner, Abraham Ismael. Abraham's 16-year-old son has been left without the love and care of his father, Hernandez wrote. I am now unable to work due to my injuries, and the boy's life has been turned upside down.
She's an absolute danger to the community based on killing 2 people from her driving when she shouldn't have been in a car.
Records also show Lathers tried leaving the scene of the crash without helping or calling 911.
Damn, bro. So not only you shouldn't have been in the vehicle, and I don't know what that means to y'all, but to me, if a judge is saying you shouldn't have been in the vehicle, that basically leads me to believe that your license was revoked or suspended, right? So if it was suspended before, chances are you're a 2-peat, 3-peat offender, girl. Like you're insane. And this is the kind of women they invite to their platform, not doing any research. What if she went on there on Fresh and Fit and completely crashed out, right? Well, what would you do then, right? I mean, look, she literally crashed out here. I mean, think about this. Think about this. God damn it. But like still, right? I mean, look, it's man, bro, that's wild. That's wild. You got a suspended license. You're not supposed to get in the car. You get in the car. Not only that, you're high off of a stronger Super Saiyan version of cocaine. Like, I don't know what else to say. You're a reckless woman. So to sit here and listen to you on any podcast talking about what man you want to be with, what man you don't want to be with, or whatever it is, right? It just goes to show you guys, these shows are ridiculous. They're ridiculous. The women they invite are ridiculous. And you got to start asking the question, hey, listen, bro, why not invite the women that you guys want us to be with so bad, so that way we know exactly what to look for when we go out into the real world, right? Because if you think about it, all y'all are doing are just programming these dudes to want girls like her. And who knows? Girls like her could end up deleting other people out there, right? Other fathers out there. Who she even reminds me of the other blonde OnlyFans model that deleted that Nigerian brother, right? Cut from the same cloth. Is this the women you want these boys to be going after, marching them off to their death by these black widows over here? Is that what you want? Huh? You all need to do your vetting. I don't care how young you are, whatever it is. If she is into this party, extreme, reckless scene, that's not a woman you want in your life. All right, because she will wreck your shit. It's not even it's a reality. She will wreck your life and probably take it too. It's crazy.
But bystanders confronted her.
If it wasn't for the citizens or witnesses nearby who stopped her, she would have completely fled.
And records also show that Lathers was driving with a suspended license. Prosecutors today say that more charges could come once her drug test results come back. A judge granted her a $140,000 bond. In Miami, Christian KlLING, NBC6 News.
Yeah, so $140,000 bond. I mean, that's a little low for 2 lives lost, right? But I mean, it's just reckless behavior, absolutely reckless behavior, right? So, what's going to be even more reckless is Donovan Sharp's reaction, because he takes it to a completely different level, right? Yeah, chat. This is the part where we start to go left. Okay, I told you this live stream was going to go left. This is where it starts to go left, okay? Because Donovan Sharp starts out great, right? He talks about the horrors, about how pathetic this was, and how horrible this situation is for the families and whatnot. However, chat, there's such a thing as fake outrage. Okay, a lot of people oftentimes engage in fake outrage. They do this because it helps with the views, it helps with the numbers, it helps with the clout, right? People get the subscription, they get the eyeballs. It's like, oh, look, there's something bad happened over here and we're angry about it. You should be too, right? And people will jump aboard the hate train or whatever wave you're trying to move out there. And secondly, okay, the reason why people love this is because, listen, in addition to people hopping on and loving a good story, they also love it, right, when there is a good witch hunt. Okay, when there's a person you can point to and say, look, that is the bad guy. That is the reason. It gets a bunch of people emotionally charged. So they run with it, right? They run with the fake outrage. They run with it. And honestly, the second part is a lot of people tend to morally grandstand, right? They use that to grandstand about certain positions or certain things, right? And they use certain scenarios or certain situations as a way to try to propel their, whatever situation they're doing at the time. Now, I find this kind of weird, right? The reason why I find that weird is because these are the same guys that would then point at you and say, hey, no, you're doing bad, and shame on you. That's why I have to cover this story, because I'm not doing this for clout or anything like that. I'm definitely not. Fit, you guys, I'm definitely not covering the story. I care about the families that were definitely affected by this so much. I care about it so much that I'm going to use my opportunity to go ahead and blame women, okay, for this exact situation, right? So essentially what these guys do is take a tragic situation and then reform it to their agenda. Right. And that's what these guys do. So when Donnie Boy starts talking about the families and he cares so much and he loves all, he hates that people aren't, worried about what the kid is going to go through, all that bullshit. Take it with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, this is still a clout play for him. No matter what they're saying or whatever they're doing, he's talking about it because it's a clout play for him. It's going to get the views. It's going to get the eyeballs. All right. And at the end of the day, he's going to use that to get his agenda across, aka the stupid ass gender war and, coming up with this insane statements that he made, which was crazy. Like, oh my goodness, chat. Y'all gonna get to what I'm talking about. But I want y'all to pay attention to that, okay? When people do fake outrage, oftentimes you got to look beneath the surface. It's usually whacked, right? So without further ado, let's get it, Donnie. You go ahead and tell us what you think about what's going on here.
The shocking confession she made to police. Macy Marie Lathers is being held on a $140,000 bond.
What?
She was speeding down North Miami Avenue.
140?
Downtown Miami,
Jesus Christ.
and she hit 2 cars.
Oh my God.
Investigators on the scene say she confessed to being high on the party drug known as pink cocaine.
$140,000.
If it wasn't for the citizens or witnesses nearby who stopped her, she would have completely fled.
Social media model Macy Lathers, also known by Macy Marie on Instagram, is facing multiple felony charges. They include multiple counts of leaving the scene of a crash causing death.
She got $140,000
causing serious bodily harm.
Wow.
The crash happened Saturday morning.
Look at that.
7. Police say Lathers was speeding at an alarming rate, slamming into not 1 but 2 cars. 2 men were killed. Witnesses pointed north to where Lathers allegedly began running away from the scene.
They asked her questions. She advised she was under the influence of 2C, a known party drug, and that she was from the future and had a crystal ball.
Lathers wasn't even supposed to be
Jesus.
driving. Back in January, her license was suspended indefinitely.
Of course it
No
was.
drive order. You are
Donnie, your ad-libbing isn't helping, okay? Yeah, anyone can deduce that her license was suspended. You don't need to be doing this shit. Just fucking either pause it, make a fucking reaction, or don't. Like, this fucking ad-libbing, it's so annoying, Donnie.
not allowed to drive a motor vehicle while this case is pending. Do you understand, ma'am? Okay.
Her Instagram account shows she has 11,000 followers and graduated with honors.
Oh, that's
And now
cap.
she'll remain in a jail cell until she can
That's cap. That's what he's worried about. She definitely didn't graduate. Nigga, that's what you're worried about, really?
post her $140,000.
Oh my God. You
Because
gotta
I
be
believe
kidding
that
me.
this bond is warranted. She's an absolute danger to the community.
What about a flight risk?
For driving when she shouldn't have been in a car. And she's clearly impaired based on her statements.
Lathers could face
Unbelievable,
additional
dude.
charges for DUI manslaughter. The prosecutor did say in court that they are waiting on her toxicology results. In West Miami-Dade,
Toxicology.
CBS News, Miami.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. This woman, she said toxicology. Like, who are we hiring here? Ken Rose with the
Okay, grandma Nazi. Jeez, oh my goodness. That's what you're worried about. Who hired this woman? You see, man, if you don't pay attention, these women are taking your jobs. Hey, calm the fuck down, bruh. It's not that deep, Donnie.
$2 Rumble rant on the Rumble side. All right, let me go through these comments. Listen, if you guys want to join the discussion, I would have had the phone lines open, but of course, you know, Blog Talk Radio is not working. I've tried dialing in. I get the little voice. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Please try again later or call tech support. Ain't nobody got time for that. So what I've done is I've opened up a StreamYard link. I've opened up a StreamYard link where you can, and of course the StreamYard link that has been pinned in the chat. So if you have thoughts and you want to jump on the StreamYard link to talk about this, discuss this with me, that has been pinned in the chat. Let me get into some of your comments. And yeah, by the way, shout out to Dr. B84 and King Life for making me aware of this. Dr. B84 sent the video to King Life, who then sent it to me. I gotta get Dr. B84's number, man. I gotta get your number, dude. But yeah, that was absolutely insane. So let me read some of your comments before I give you my thoughts here. Yeah, Dr. B84 says she's lucky she's alive. You got that right. It's interesting. Anytime you get these DUI or DWI manslaughter cases, the person driving the vehicle almost always survives. It's incredible. Like, it's incredible. Truckin' Reviews is in here. Good to see you in here. King Life says they should have never gave these 304s money. Guys, I say it all the time. I say this guys, I've been saying this for years. Women need to be protected from a lot of things, right? Our society, the United States, we've done such a good job. Men have done such a good job. Men civilize the world so that women can exist in it. And so when you have women, you know, who don't really have a care in the world, you know, women are not in imminent danger, contrary to popular belief. Of course, you know, the narrative is that women are always looking over their shoulder because a big bad man is going to jump out of the bushes and do something bad to her. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You got girls walking. The guys, I've been in downtown Miami at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning after doing Fresh and Fit after hours. Dude, there are girls dressed in next to nothing walking all around the city all the time. So these girls are safe. But the one thing that I have always maintained is that women need to be protected from themselves. When a
How did we get here? The fuck? How did we get here, bro? Like, honestly, make it make sense. How did we go from, oh, this is an irresponsible individual who basically is used to the party scene. Even her being on Fresh and Fit, being around these environments shows this is her lifestyle and her decision. She chose to do Super Saiyan's cocaine. That was her choice. She chose to get behind the wheel. That was her choice. The individual should be punished. But to extrapolate that and say, oh, well, see, this is why, listen, women need to be protected from themselves. That's what it is, really. See, I've been told y'all. You're taking one scenario of a hopelessly irresponsible person, and then you're turning it into saying, yo, yeah, I mean, this is why women just need to be protected for themselves. I mean, this is exactly what I've been talking about. Oh my goodness, bro. You lost the plot. See, this is why we had to react to this. We can't let this fly, Donnie. I'm sorry. This is a ridiculous take. This is an unserious and uneducated take. I don't agree with it. I don't think anybody in the real world agrees with this take. Okay, you can't go from this woman over here who's causing problems. Okay, you can't go from her to then say, well, listen, yeah, no, we got to protect these women from themselves. I'm sorry. That's what are you talking about, bro? She did that to herself. Matter of fact, some of these women who are around platforms like this, okay, who knows what kind of problems they get themselves involved in? I mean, Fresh and Fit picks them from all different hoods of neighborhoods all over the place from the United States, right? That's where they fly in from, right? So who knows where these crack houses or alleyways or wherever the fuck you find these people, right? Who knows? But they're on your show. They're on over here. And honestly, chat, as we go through this reaction, you start to realize there's a more nefarious reason why Donovan Sharp decided that he actually wanted to do this reaction, okay? And we're going to cover that, and I'll let you know exactly when it pops up. It's not going to pop up for a minute, but I'll let you know exactly when it pops up.
Not have a man in her life, whether that be a boyfriend, husband, father, she is self-destructive, okay? And guys, this is a concept as old as time itself. Women have always been self-destructive, right? Religions understood this very, very, very clearly. This is why certain religions have certain things in place, because they understand that the damage a woman could do to society and herself.
What the fuck? Oh my God! Yeah, see, listen. Historically speaking, I mean, this is why. Listen, religions they had it right. They had it absolutely right. They knew these bitches were crazy. That's why they had to lock them up. All right, the witch trials. Oh no, they had to curb the population because they knew what these women would get to if they come together and unionize. See, now they finally did it, and now they got the right to vote. See, listen, we men, how far have we fallen, huh? Look at us. We let this happen. Society is fucked because of them. Bro, we gotta stop this. This is crazy. This is Lulu kind of work over here, bro. You're a lunatic. This is insane take. You can't say that, okay? You can't say, oh, religions and this things like that. You can't do that, bro, okay? Even back, see, a lot of times y'all have a interesting revision of history, right? Sometimes y'all look at history and you think that women, never really served any part in, either politics or whatnot, even way back then in the ancient times. You're wrong. It happened. They may not have been direct rulers or, empress or whatever it is, but they had a lot of power in significant sways. A lot of women back in the ancient times were priestess. They were priestess, okay? Back when there wasn't a monotheism religion, before monotheism existed, all right, and we had polytheism, okay, they had priestess that were in such high regard, these oracles, literally kings, before they go to war, would go consult them. These women had power. Okay, that was before your one God, before your religions. Okay, so what did the gods think of those priestess? Were they bad? Again, religion, there's multiple different types. Okay, it just depends on which one is new, which one is not. Okay, at the end of the day, using that as an excuse to say, hey, listen, the religions got it right. Okay, these women are out of control. You got to control. No, that's not what it is at all, bro. It depends on what religion you're talking about and what time frame.
Women are self-destructive by nature. They are on autopilot with destructiveness. If there's not a man in her life, she engages in self-destructive activity. Sex, drugs, vehicular homicide, and the like. Devin in the chat says, killed 2 people and not a scratch on her. Right. Unbelievable. She killed 2 men She killed 2 men in a vehicle accident and not a scratch on her. Not a scratch on her. It's absolutely incredible. It's incredible. Really is. Absolutely incredible. We're going to take a look at her IG here in just a second. Wally says that's horrible. King Life says, nah, money be making some people horrible, especially out how they get the money. Yes, and her license was suspended. Jermaine Habib says she was unscathed because she's a Terminator. I don't know what the Terminatrix is. Maybe female Terminator. I don't know. Jermaine Habib says, shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. I have no idea what Tommy has to do with this. No idea at all. Yeah, Killer Metal 10 says, and there was an explosion. Nah, she belongs behind bars. Yeah. Wally says, why are the lights green on the right but red on the left side on the overhead? Wally, I'm not going to do this conspiracy theory thing. Right? When people start asking questions like that, you're subtly implying that what you saw on the screen is not really what happened. I'm not into that.
No, they're talking about your lighting. Your studio lighting on the corner is green, overhead is blue. The fuck kind of color scheme is that? That's what they're talking about. My man is completely missing the. Hey, hang it up, bro. You got to retire. Retire, you know, go train Devin some more. Whatever the fuck y'all do behind the scenes, bro. Like, you're not even on the same topic, bro. One side is green, overhead is blue. He's like, oh, listen, we're not getting the conspiracies. No, we can see it on the screen. It's right there. I can point to it. Why you got green and blue, bro? Like, what's up with these colors?
So that's like people that question everything they see, like it's a conspiracy or there's an epidemic. There's an epidemic of that. I don't buy into that nonsense. Don't get me wrong.
I do agree. There has been an epidemic of conspiracies, even though Donnie's on the wrong point. He is right. But Donnie, your red pill group is responsible for spreading a bunch of these conspiracies out there. Case in point, your boy Andrew Tate, the biggest conspiracy of them all, the Matrix. He spreads that bullshit all over the place to the point where it's now a common term that everyone's using, okay, to try to pretend there's some kind of enlightened people and they're trying to, you know, save the world or some shit from the other side of the political aisle. Like, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. Y'all are festering this conspiracy bullshit. You go on Twitter, it's even worse, okay? Elon and all these other fucking guys, you guys are turned into a complete utter cesspool of misinformation, bro. Like, it's crazy. But again, right, I get it. I understand where Donnie's coming from. Absolutely right. There's an epidemic of conspiracies out there. We got to start with you. You're the problem. You got to figure it out, bro.
I'm not a guy who believes in coincidences, but sometimes shit just happens, right? This is not, I mean, this is cause and effect. She got high, she got behind the wheel, she killed 2 people. End of discussion. I don't think there's any, there's no conspiratorial elements about it. Devin says those aren't green lights on the right, those are street signs. Yeah, you got to watch closely.
No. Okay, so I flipped this, right? I flipped the video, the screen, right? But the green light is actually on the right side of Donovan. It's on his right. Like if you actually watch the actual live stream, the green light is on his right, bro. Okay, they're talking about your room.
Devin also says the glare is high because this happened at night, so the contrast and brightness is way up. Not exactly. They said that this happened just before 7 o'clock, so it appeared that yeah, you're right. They definitely turned up the contrast so that we could see the accident much more clearly. So it was not as bright. It was not as bright in real life as the video makes it appear to be. Hopish27 says, I don't know about life imprisonment, but she should definitely be held accountable. And hopefully prison will help her to reflect on her irresponsible actions. Hopish27, are you out of your fucking mind? Are you fucking serious with this? You don't know about life imprisonment? Really? Why don't you tell, you know what? Why don't you tell that to the families? Huh? Why don't you tell that to the, why don't you tell that to the families? Why don't you tell that to the families of the victims? Huh? Tell that to the families of the victims. See how they would feel about it.
He's pretending to care about the families, bro. Stop. stop. Like realistically, just stop. You don't give a shit. Like again, this, and you'll see what I mean in a second as this live stream goes on. Okay, it's again, this is a fake outrage I'm telling you guys about. Okay, when they try to pretend that, oh, what this person did, oh, what you said was so bad. What about what this is going on over here? It's like, messing with that bullshit. It's manufactured. So right now, first of all, Donnie, the justice system, you don't know what she's gonna get, right? She might get life, she might not get life. Okay, if you wanted to get the life sentence, that's fine, but that oftentimes doesn't pan out with the legal system. Okay, the legal system isn't perfect, it's the best we got. But to you to just sit there and then just go ass crazy on one of your other fans who just say, hey, I don't think life is a proportional response. All right, I don't think that's a valuable thing, because people are entitled to their opinion. That's what America is, right? That's why you have a jury of your peers, because maybe you do go up against a life sentence, right? 6 people might think maybe that crime doesn't deserve first degree. Maybe we do second degree. I don't know, right? Or another 6 may say guilty, capital murder. We're done. Given the death penalty, right? It's because we have people with different opinions and ideas on how the law works, right? It's how we come to this conclusion, okay? So that's how sometimes it's perfect, it works, and sometimes it just doesn't, okay? Because it's based off of people. So sit there and ridicule one of your fan men or fan bases or fanboys or whoever the fuck is talking, right? For them thinking, I don't think she should do life. That's a crazy take, bro.
Seriously, like, how dare you come into my chat and tell me and tell our people I don't know about life imprisonment? My man, she killed 2 people. Like, I don't give a shit. She can learn and reflect in prison. Yeah, she can learn her lesson in prison. You fucking kidding me? The
person that killed my family members, they didn't get life in prison. He was a drunk driver. Listen, DUIs. Or you guys be surprised how often it happens. You'll be surprised and shocked how often DUIs happen. They happen so fucking often, it's not even funny, right? But the people that killed my family members because of their reckless decisions, they didn't get life. They got a long time, but they didn't get life. So again, like, I mean, you can say, yeah, justice was served, but then again, like, what are we complaining about?
bitch killed 2 people, and you're gonna come in here and say, I don't know about life imprisonment? But she should definitely be held accountable. Really, if not life imprisonment, Hoppish 27, then what exactly would you do to hold her accountable? Unbelievable, man.
They just cry about accountability. She's gonna get significant jail time, at least 25 to 30 years, right? That's all good. Look at this girl. All right, if you look at her, 25 to 30 years, she's done. There's not, like, what else? She hasn't spent enough time building up any life skills. She was a model when she went in, and she'll be old when she gets out. So she actually has to have a skill. So if she has those degrees that she has, hopefully 30, 40 years from now, it'll be worth something, but I highly doubt it, okay? Basically, her life is fucked either way, okay? This thing, she's going to be held accountable. She's going to prison whichever which way. So when you guys cry about accountability here, what are you crying about? Like, she's going to prison, right? Do you want her to do life? Is it because the accountability isn't what you want it to be? Is that why? Is that why you're crying? Because she's going to prison. She's gonna do significant time. Now, if she come out and they say, oh, 5 years, that's crazy. Like, if she did anything less than 10 years, it's crazy to me. Like, it's wild, right? And I don't think that will fly, nor would people or the family members who were actually affected by this. Not you red pillars out there pretending. The actual family members, they're going to raise a shitstorm, and they're going to make sure that's corrected. But she's looking at least 25 years, right? There's 2 lives we're talking about. But life, I don't know. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy, bro. Because at the end of the day, she also was under the influence, just like the DUI driver, like, that killed my family members. I don't think they deserve life, but yeah, you're gonna do significant time, bro. Like, seriously, you need to fucking learn your shit. Like, that's you took 2 people away from us. That's what you did, right? So again, I'm still not heartless to say spend the rest of your life in prison. No, but yeah, 25 to 30 years. I'm good with that. I'm cool with that. Yeah, but again, what accountability do you want, Donnie? What more do you need? She's gonna be held accountable. The state's gonna make sure of that.
I swear to God, some people should not have an account. Like honestly, like seriously. If you actually believe, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Jesus fucking Christ. God, these names. Jesus fucking Christ, you guys with these names. Acomissable says, usually life gives you warning signs before a big accident like that happening. No, that's absolutely fucking wrong. That's absolutely wrong. Life doesn't give you those kinds of warning signs when a big accident's about to happen. These people were driving along their merry way, and out of nowhere, a speeding car comes and T-bones 5 or 6 cars. There's no warning.
No, Donnie, he's not. I don't think that chat was talking about the literal warning signs of an accident about to happen. Literally, no one can predict when an accident is going to happen. That's impossible. Okay, I think we're talking about the warning signs of the girl, her, right here. There were clear warning signs of her. She had a suspended license. Okay, she shouldn't have had a driver's license or shouldn't have been behind the wheel to begin with. But she was, okay? And to top it all off, she was on super cocaine, okay? So you just have it from bad to worse, okay? So, again, there were signs building up that this chick was reckless, okay? So I agree with that comment. There were signs that, hey, this person, probably isn't surrounding herself with real people, real friends that can steer her straight, right? Nobody to give her a real intervention and saying, hey, lady, you're spiraling. You're spiraling out of control. Your life you're going to ruin your life someday. No one was in her corner to say that. Instead, she was surrounded by women like this. The same women that they tell you to stay away from, but they invite the yacht parties so you can twerk on. That's what it is, right? So again, I'm telling you, someone should have told her, go see a therapist, hon. If you're getting to the point in life where you're doing super cocaine, okay, just to get a buzz and you're driving down when you shouldn't have been driving down. I mean, it's a Mercedes. You couldn't afford fucking Uber, really, right? Again, you just got to look at these things and just make your judgment there. But I think that's what that chat was talking about. You look at a woman like this, the same women you guys invite, she's a clear red flag, a huge red flags, a bunch of warning signs right there waiting to happen.
Like, there's no, guys, let me explain this to you, man. Life is about physics, man. There's no cosmic forces that say, you know what, I have a feeling I might get into an accident today. No, that's crazy talk. And a lot of people like to play the results. Like, after a bad accident, people around them will say, I had a feeling something bad was going to happen. Guys, we say all the time in this community, facts over feelings, okay? I don't give a shit what you have a feeling about. What happened. That shit came.
Facts over feelings, says the most emotional niggas I've ever had the displeasure of reacting to. Really. All these years we've been reacting to y'all niggas, see how emotional y'all niggas get. Donnie, I don't care. O'Shea Duke Jackson, I didn't do anything to that nigga, and he keeps coming after me. What? All I did was say the Negro manosphere was ghetto, and he don't come after me for that? Obsidian. His wife, look at his wife. She ghetto. She was drunk. She was ghetto and drunk. Don't even get me on Alba and Preach. Don't get me started on them. Bro, that was you. You was emotional. You was crying. Do you want me to play the tape again? Hold up, chat. I gotta do this because it's Donnie boy. I love. Listen, it's not every time we get to roast Donnie. Okay, so every time we do, I like to take my time with it because I got a lot of presets for this guy. Hold up, check this out.
Dude, I'm not doing this. No. A lot of you motherfuckers, man. You guys try to hold us to standards you don't hold yourselves to. I'm a human fucking being. I get pissed off when people fuck me over. And from now on, when people fuck me over, I'm fucking them over. I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit. Dude, I deal with people in good faith. I don't fuck anybody. My only crime against Anthony Johnson was having the audacity to have the CME. That's all he needed. My only crime with O'Shea was talking the way I do. My crime with Obsidian is seeing that he lives in a fucking shanty. I don't give a fuck. I'm not taking the high road with motherfuckers. If motherfuckers gonna take the low road, I'm gonna take the low road. Fuck what you heard. Preach, your wife is a fucking fat ass. Obsidian, your woman is a fucking fat ass. And oh, by the way, Obsidian's woman has 3 children.
Preach, your wife is a fucking fat ass.
Preach, your wife is a fucking fat ass. Preach, your wife is a fucking fat ass.
That seems pretty emotional to me. That you know what else seems pretty emotional?
Again!
That also is very emotional. So again, when you guys sit there and talk about, y'all are so emotional. You emotional this, emotional that. Stop playing. You pill poppers, especially you pill popping influencers, are the biggest emotional wrecks I have ever seen. And it's even worse because some of y'all are middle-aged doing this mess. Rollo Tomasi, don't even get me started on Rollo. Don't get me started on Rollo. I can't name a high value, save my ass, Tomasi. Like, don't get me started on that. Y'all are emotional niggas. It's okay. It's all right. You just didn't get a chance to grow in high school. We get it.
Out of nowhere. How the fuck? Okay, how are the drivers supposed to how are the driver? What warning did the drivers have? Huh? Well, they turn on the radio. Yeah. By the way, traffic and weather together. There appears to be a woman on drugs speeding through the streets of downtown Miami. Be careful out there, guys. You could be next. Is that the kind of warning you're talking about? All this cosmic shit. I don't buy into that. That's fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ox says, notice how different they look with those spider leg lashes. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. D-Wood78 Part 2 says, that mugshot says to all, especially with her dead eyes. Yeah, she looks completely lifeless. She's probably still high. Wally makes a very good observation. All probably could have been avoided for a $20 Uber. No, all would have been avoided for a $20 Uber.
So by this time, a certain individual who is probably, you could say partially is a central figure to this whole thing, starts to make their way towards Donnie's platform. And then this is what we finally get to hear the response to this ridiculous situation. Okay, so gear up because remember I said it goes left. I mean, we're currently left, but it's got to go further left. Okay, just check this out real quick.
But when you have women left to their own devices, that's how it works. That's how it works. The Brown Bunny says, yes, even my wife doesn't go on green. Yep. Truckin' Reviews says she was high on drugs. Yep, that was pink cocaine. Absolutely. Dr. B84 points out something that I picked up on immediately. $140,000 bond. This woman was clearly high on drugs. She admitted she was doing pink cocaine. She kills 2 people in her car that she should not have been driving anyway on a suspended license. And they're going to give her a $140,000 bond. Imagine, if you will, if that had been a man. If Macy Marie were Mark Marie, if Macy Marie were a man, there would be no bond. There would be no bond.
What do you mean? Is the guy a flight risk or something? Because he probably is going to get a bond, or unless it's I don't know, like an absolute menace. There's still going to be a bond. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, even the nigga that killed my fucking family members were fucking. My uncle and my auntie got basically in a bad fatal drunk driving accident. Right? It was this guy who just went insane. And got behind the wheel, right? Took him out. And the funny thing is, I wouldn't say it's funny, but funny in like a really bad way, right? My nephews, both twins, now have to grow up without parents. Like I mean, think about it. And it was hard on us for a while, chat. It was hard on us for a while because like that's my mom's brother, right? That's family. So now we got to pay for the house and to keep that afloat until we can figure out what to do with it. We got to figure out how to replan and restructure the kids' lives, what's going to happen, right? And, you know, we can help take care of them for a while, but, I mean, we got our own lives, too. That shit is serious. So drunk driving, it happens all the fucking time. That guy that did it still got a fucking bond. It happens. It happens. So I don't think this is I don't know if it, again, I think when they look at, when they assess stuff for bonds, it's not based off of solely the crime itself, right? You could be charged with murder and still get a bond, right? It's not I think there are other factors that go into you getting a bond than anything else, right? So I think one of the main things is, are you going to skip out on your bond, right? You're going to skip out. You are a massive flight risk. Oftentimes that's a no-go. But yeah, like I can actually personally understand this situation because I've lived through it, right? You get a bond sometimes. Like, it is what it is, bro. So it's not an argument.
And if there wasn't a bond, if there were a bond, it would be in the seven figures. They'd give him $1 million bond. For this woman to have, and here's the thing, $140,000 bond. For those of you guys who have never been arrested before, when it's $140,000 bond, you can get out for $14,000. This woman was driving a Mercedes. She probably has access to $14,000. She can call up a bondsman right now, be like, "Hey, I got $14,000 for you as soon as I hit the street." As soon as I hit the street, man. Unbelievable. 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 Holy shit. Fresh Prince C. I wasn't going to do any Don DeMarcos, but Walter Weeks, a.k.a. Fresh Prince CEO, is in the chat. Says, that is crazy. She came on the show, bruh. Women can't drive. Yeah, so she was on the show.
All right. That was literally Fresh's response to it. Hey, that's crazy, bro. She was literally on the show. All women can't drive. Fresh for you. That's it. That's all you have to say about the whole scenario. She was on your show. Yeah, who invited her? Who did she drive to your show? Huh? You invited this reckless demon to your show? Imagine the lives that were in danger when she was on her way to your goddamn apartment. Just think about it. Right? That's all you have to say, Fresh? Oh, that's crazy, bro. She was on the show, though. Like, I can't believe it. Women can't drive. Like, bro, I mean, I guess that's an official response from Fresh and Fit. That's one of the main reasons why we're playing this video, right? Because this is the only response you're gonna hear out of anything. Fresh's response. Just women can't drive, bro. Bro, why deal with these type of women? Let's just be honest.
Thanks to King Life, and I appreciate King Life for getting this information for me. So she was on the show, Fresh and Fit After Hours, before Myron and Fresh moved to where they are now. So she was on Fresh and Fit After Hours on April 21st of 2003. Shout out to
2003? You mean 2023, Donnie? Bro, you had me so tripped out on this. I'm like, 2003? How old are these people? Hell no, it wasn't 2003.
King Life for getting that information for me. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Fresh. Appreciate that very much. It's interesting. I texted Myron because this all happened in sort of a vacuum. Because when I saw this, I was like, man, she must have. Because here's what I was thinking. I was thinking that she had done Fresh and Fit After Hours and then had gone and killed somebody. Because, I mean, again, this was all in a vacuum, but that's not what the case was. So when I went and I looked at the video, I was like, okay, she was on FNF way back in the day. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, man. Molten Mage Gaming says that shit really angers me. Hopefully she's held fully accountable. That's the $1 million question. That's the $1 million question. What's going to happen to her? Because already with this extremely low bond relative to the crime that was allegedly committed, it already appears she is probably going to get off light. She's probably going to get off light. What happened to Courtney Clinty? What happened to her? You guys remember Courtney Taylor? Remember the white girl, the OnlyFans star, who 187 her boyfriend? We all saw the video on TMZ. She was sitting in her apartment with her hands cuffed, covered in blood. They let this woman go. They extradited this woman from Hawaii for her to stand trial.
How can you extradite someone from Hawaii? Hawaii is in the United States, right? I mean, hold up. Okay, so she got transferred, right? And from one state to another. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, she's still in chains. She's still going through the court system. She's about to get a lot of shit thrown at her, and I think her stuff is still ongoing, by the way. So I mean, that's just the legal process. That shit takes a long time, bro. In some of these cases, they do, right? Especially if she's got money to front a lot of the legal fees as well. So again, extradite from Hawaii to face charges. Well, yeah, that means she's being held accountable, bruh.
This is an open and shut case. Guys, the case is still going on. The prosecution is stalling, and the defense, for whatever reason, is like, what's happening? Like, why are we stalling? Right? Like, we have a right to a speedy trial. I think that's the... And I'm fuzzy on my history. I think that's the writ of habeas corpus. I think a right to a speedy trial. It might be something else. But that case, that obvious case, has still not been adjudicated. If Courtney Clenny were a man, they would have already thrown him under the jail. So with this low $140,000 bond, so if she pays $140,000, that's bail, and she gets that back when she makes her first court appearance. However, it becomes a bond when you hire a bondsman, and the bondsman is supposed to ensure that you come to court. That's what.
You would know, criminal. What are you, a 4-time convicted felon? You would know, and it wasn't for violent crimes either. This guy was a financial fraudster. This guy stole his dad's name. Like, his dad's name is also what is it? Edwin Hopkins, right? His dad's also named the same name, and he stole his dad's identity to get an apartment. Like, I shit you not, this guy's crazy.
You pay them the money. They are liable. They are responsible for you. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Dog the Bounty Hunter. You pay the bondsman to ensure that you're going to come to court. That money belongs to them. That $14,000 is gone. If you don't come to court, the bail bondsman comes to get you. He arrests you. He puts you in jail. Your bond is revoked. And you lose the money. You stay in jail until your trial. Zepian says, I hate when people say everything happens for a reason. Fuck, it's absolutely fucking crazy. Dr. B84 says,
well, if they didn't say that, then essentially they'd realize that life is actually meaningless. Like, there's no meaning to it. It's just you assign whatever the fuck you assign to it and you die. The eternal blackness you go. But a lot of people, it's tough. So then we have religion, and then we have certain things to help us cope with this fucking mortal existence until our dying days, and then it's over with, right? Because why not? Especially if you're not doing so well in life, right? So you just out there just pacing about and doing your thing. It's nice to hope that maybe not in this life, in the next one it could be better, right? And the religion, that's how that shit works, okay? But really, true understanding, knowing that it is what it is, bro. This is all you got, and you better do it right or it's over with. It's scary for a lot of people. Sometimes people love the ideas of second chances, even though maybe oftentimes it's not really a second chance.
And would get no bail. You better believe it. You better believe it. It is absolutely incredible. It's absolutely incredible, man. Fresh Prince CEO's in the house. This says, Donovan, thanks for covering this. Absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, I wanted to make part of the reason I wanted to come on here and cover this is because we all know that as soon as guys like Abba and Preach found out about this, they would somehow tie this to Fresh and Fit.
Boom. This is exactly where we needed to be. Matter of fact, this actually is the whole reason we did this video. Actually, this statement right fucking here, right? Because this statement, it just made me realize it's not about the family members you care about. It's not about any of this thing. Because the moment Fresh popped his head in that little platform of yours, all of a sudden, the families. But realistically, if Abba and Preach were to get a hold of this, oh my God, they'll just somehow find a way. I mean, they'll find a way to tie this back to Fresh and Fit. I mean, can you think about it? Think about this. They could just find a way to say, oh, Fresh and Fit, they just invite these girls onto their platforms, and these girls are super dangerous to society, right? It's not like, a Fresh and Fit, had any idea that they, inviting this monster was going to pawn out to be what it did, right? Or pan out to be what it did, right? That's what he's saying. Donnie, you're not doing yourself any favors, bro. It's not about the family members anymore, right? Chat, this is what I was talking about. When people do this fake outrage bullshit, when you see how mad he got when he was, oh, the families, no. His real mission is to make sure that Abba and Preach, no, they don't get a hold of this video first, because if they get a hold of this video, they'll find a way to blame Fresh and Fit. I mean, we can't have that. The fuck? What do you mean find a way to blame Fresh and Fit? She's on their show. She's there. She was out there talking about men and relationships and whatnot, and they're the platform. They are the platform where guys are supposed to understand women. So meaning they didn't know that there was a train wreck waiting to happen. Don't they card these women? Don't they card them before to make sure that they're old enough to drink? They would have been known that, hey, someone with her license not working. So, hey, you're 21, but why does it say void up here? What's going on? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, again, y'all didn't do no research, but y'all out here talking about, oh, listen, I mean, they're gonna find a way to blame Fresh and Fit. We can't have our enemies. It's about that, right? And honestly, this brings me to my next rabbit hole, because I told y'all we doing the Alice in Wonderland today. We're going into rabbit holes. So remember where we were, because we're gonna go right back to it, okay? But I seem to remember a certain friend of yours. What is his name? Georgie Porgy, Rollo Tomasi. Yes. Yeah, that guy. There's a friend of yours, right? I seem to remember him when a scenario when it came to murder happened, mass deletion, right? Your boy Rollo tried to blame his op, who had nothing to do with the guy, right? Matter of fact, what was that guy's name again? Is it Lyndon McLeod, Roman McLeod, something McLeod, Lyndon, whatever the fuck, right? That guy. Remember your buddy Rollo. Oh, you don't remember that? Yeah, your buddy Rollo, when Lyndon McLeod went on that mass deletion street. And for those of you that don't know who Lyndon or Roman McLeod is, right? He was another, he was a incel guy who was a manosphere, he was a manosphere influencer, but he wasn't that well known in a manosphere, but he was in the manosphere, and he basically went on a mass shooting spree in Colorado. He killed some people. I mean, he went crazy, right? And there were warning signs from this guy. Even the content he was putting out, the weird kind of like short documentary series he was doing was kind of weird. We just thought he was like the weirdo of the group. Pill popping spaces. We didn't know this guy was serious. He was a real menace, right? So he was associated with Jack Murphy. 69 for 69, right? It was associated with Jack Murphy because Jack Murphy had this group. I forgot what the group was, but they were a part of it, and it was still a manosphere pill popper stuff. But that guy went crazy. Now Rollo, as sinister as he is, decided that this would be a great opportunity to take out his op. What did he do? He basically used that whole Roman McLeod situation and said, yeah, this guy spoke at the 21 conventions. Matter of fact, Anthony Johnson, you're the one to blame. Donnie, if you want to talk about men and consistency and whatnot, where were you when your best friend Rollo was trying to blame Anthony Johnson for that guy who was a manosphere influencer going on a mass deletion spree? And chat, if you don't know, there's a reason why you have to have counterbalance shows, right? Because oftentimes a lot of these influencers are insane. Like these fucking pill poppers are crazy. Okay, you can't listen. They might be talking about women here and whatnot, but a lot of that anger comes from a place, bro. These guys, they're not mentally well. So again, if you don't understand, let me remind you real quick.
Actions totally and absolutely, making it clear that he had no current association with 21 Studios or the 21 Convention, and had not in a very long time. Since the publication of this video on December 22nd, additional fact-based revelations have been made about the private conduct of John Goldman.
John Goldman, a.k.a. Jack Murphy, is the guy that introduced Roman McLeod, right? And Jack Murphy is another guy that Rollo Tomasi claims, okay? Rollo Tomasi claims that Jack Murphy, you guys know what happened to Jack Murphy. Jack Murphy got exposed real fucking bad, all right? He's one of those super alpha dudes, right, or wannabes that on the exterior, they look like they're, you know, ruffled grizzly dudes that, you know, that can go eat a mountain or some shit. I don't know. I don't know, right? Some guys that'll be out there in the wilderness, right? And they come to you preaching masculinity, but instead he likes to get stuff put in his ass for $69. Not shit you not. He likes stuff put up his butt for $69. Hold up.
Hi guys.
69 for 69.
Yes, I have definitely fucked guys before. Oh.
So Rolo tries to blame Anthony Johnson and says it's his fault for Jack Murphy going all sus. Personally, I think if you listen to enough of these pill poppers, you will go sus yourself, right? But what I find interesting about Rolo's criticisms is that, bruh, you talking mad shit about Anthony Johnson and trying to blame him for Jack Murphy, saying, oh, they were buddies. Nigga, what is this? What is this? Huh? What is this? See, this fake outrage, oftentimes it'll catch up to you because you're going to be on this platform long enough, all right? And yeah, everybody has their slip-ups every once in a while, and as long as they atone for it, it is what it is, right? But if you're that person, because a lot of people don't understand, you could criticize people, but it's also cringe to overly do it, especially on certain things, right? Because it's like, really? Right? See, when you start going over and morally grandstanding and saying, oh, that guy was weird and he was associated with the pill poppers and look, I wasn't a part of that, and then come to find out there are pictures of you with the same guy you're calling sus. The fuck were y'all doing? the fuck is this, huh? Huh, Rolo? You see how shit just comes right back to you when people can find photos of the exact same guy you blaming Anthony Johnson for being sus for? The bottom line is you listen to this pill popping stuff long enough, you become sus yourself. You end up being a 69 for 69 because you're listening to dudes that do 69 for 69.
I'm hetero flexible. I should put that in the bio.
You should, yeah. Everyone asks.
Everyone asks.
Yeah.
All guys want to know.
We love our guy fans. I especially love guy fans.
69 for 69, guys. Oh.
That were even more extreme and shocking than those covered in my initial video, denouncing him and declaring John a total embarrassment, both to himself, the manosphere he was once a part of, and everyone around him.
The whole manosphere ate the L for this nigga. Yo, the entire manosphere. Because listen. If you're in the manosphere and you're a manosphere influencer, there's no such thing as being a kinky dude. You cannot be a kinky dude because the pill poppers, they're going to look at you sus, bro. Because anything remotely kinky is sus. It's LGBTQ worthy, right? So if you're going to be this rootin' tootin' strong man, okay, the pill poppers, at least the guys who are watching you and giving you money, they expect you to be that guy. But then when the rumor mill starts churning, and all of a sudden they start realizing, oh, you like stuff being put inside you? Well, that's not very masculine. Wait a minute. This guy has been teaching us for years now, and we didn't catch this? Yeah, y'all ate that whole L. Because y'all were so homophobic, whatever phobic, transphobic, right? It turns out he was banging all of them people. All of them, men, women, trans, he was banging all of them and getting paid for it. And then, it's almost like a divine troll, becomes the leader of a group of people, men, who are super intolerant to bullshit like that. How does that happen? How do you guys let that happen? You would think you would be smart enough to say, hey, wait a minute. I mean, this guy's talking like us, but something don't make sense. So he's saying don't fucking make sense.
Amazingly, his public conduct in recent days matches the absurdity, hypocrisy, and depravity of his private conduct. Conduct which includes, but is not limited to, frequent self-initiated cuckolding, boasting about urinating on his now wife-to-be, and extensive, hetero-flexible, for-sale pornography on the publicly available website Chatterbait that featured anal stimulation of both oral and paraphernalia methods. This list is not exhaustive, and evidence of these activities is now widely available on social media, in addition to being reported in the news. These are dark secrets John Goldman kept hidden from everyone over many years for his own personal gain.
oh, he gained all right. He gained a bunch of y'all wallets and ran off with it. So yes, y'all could be mad at him now. But then again, Donnie, what do you have to say when he went after ADJ about the whole Roman McLeod thing, huh? What do you have to say about that?
Video blogger George Miller, aka Rollo Tomasi, known widely as the fraud father of the manosphere, live streamed to his YouTube channel a series of extremely vile comments surrounding the mass murderer Linda McLeod. He was joined by sycophant and fellow blogger Ryan Stone during this broadcast. The original title for this video was Roman McClay was a 21 Convention speaker, a statement he also made in several tweets related to this video by George Miller himself. Due to both the title, associated tweets, and over 2 hours of video content, I personally regard this video broadcast as an overt, aggressive, malicious, cancel culture style campaign to mislead the public and hyperlink Roman McClay to the 21 Convention as a speaker. This is absolutely false, as this apparent mass murderer, Linda McLeod, for a matter of fact, has never spoken at or attended any 21 Studios live event, and was uninvited from the one convention he was temporarily invited to years before the recent tragedy in Colorado. George Miller was sent a cease and desist notice with a demand for immediate retraction and apology on this issue. Thus far, he has updated the title with a question mark at the end, and what I imagine is an attempt to evade liability for potential defamation or other legal matters. His statements on Twitter remain intact, falsely promoting Roman McClay as a 21 Convention speaker to thousands of people. I've asked our attorney to investigate these issues for the potential of defamation and false light against the 21 Convention and myself, as these statements were, in my opinion, made with reckless disregard at best.
So, Donnie, that's your boy Rollo, okay? So you're talking about your true intentions, all right? So now we're going to start climbing slowly up the rabbit hole here, right? Donnie, you're saying your true intentions here. Well, at first it was about the families, right? Oh, this OnlyFans girl, killed these family members. Oh my goodness, the horror, right? And then Fresh pops in your chat. Oh, yo, Fresh, I really did this for you guys. Yeah, because if I didn't do the story first, well, Abba and Preach, they would do the story and try to find some way to blame you guys for it. So that's why I'm doing it, right? And it's like you using that excuse, you're missing the complete hypocrisy, because then you realize. You sat back and watched Rollo literally tried to pin the blame of not only Jack Murphy, but Roman McLeod on Anthony Johnson, Donnie, and you said nothing. You said nothing. But yeah, you're going to come out here with this fake outrage. This fake outrage, bro. You're going to come out here with this bullshit, not knowing fully well that if people dug deep enough, they'd find out you just as guilty. These niggas don't think that you're going to have something on them. Nigga, we got shit on you right now. You got. You're a hypocrite. You're sitting here talking about, oh, we got to hold these people accountable. They got to be accountable. Nigga, when was your shit? When you were popping off. See, what ends up happening is shit got a climax when it goes all the way to the top, right? Where it's always got to build. It's going to build until you get to a point where you're not expecting it. And all of a sudden, boom, you get hit with some shit. Everybody's going crazy on it because now all of a sudden you're in the middle of this whole controversy. And best yet, there's all this evidence right from the past ready to be dumped on your massive head to end your shit. And the thing with Donnie is it's happened once already before, okay? And that was the original beef he had with Anthony Johnson. The problem is he's like a roach, not as good as Tommy, but close, right? Where he comes out of it, but the views don't work. The views stop working for him, right? But nevertheless, he still comes out of it and still promotes trash like this, not realizing, bro, there's a time where your boys were involved with this bullshit, and now you're crying. You're crying about it. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Right? Just to get some clickbait. Just to get some clickbait. I see there, Phoenix Light Games. I'm gonna get to you in a second. Just to get some clickbait. Well, the reason why she was high is because she was with. So yeah, I'm covering this just so we all know we set the record straight. Let's see. Abdullah says there must have been a valid reason for her not to be allowed to drive a car, and she still didn't respect the law, so she deserves to be held accountable. Dude, she needs to be under the jail. Countdown to Serenity says, you know what it could be. countdown to serenity, like, I would appreciate it if, guys, if I need complete thoughts, okay?
Now we go far left. This guy just starts going in on his audience, bro. Donnie, this is why no one watches you. Because the moment you get any semblance of attention, you pull this crap. Oh, please finish your thoughts. Then don't read the comment. That's it. If you see someone put some stupid shit in there, don't read it. Skip over it and move on. I mean, you always sit there like, oh my God, yeah. I mean, please, if you're gonna engage on my platform, be coherent, nigga. It's a miracle people are engaging at all. Your views have been suffering for a very long time. Like, they still are, bro. So appreciate when people are there, right? And just, move the fuck on.
Paula, if you're going to give your thoughts, let's give your complete thoughts, okay? You know what this could be? Well, I'm on pins and needles. No, just give me your thoughts, man. Seriously. Rogue Nation. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry about that. Yeah, Fresh, if you want to jump on and give your thoughts, that'd be fine. If not, I know you guys are busy. You guys it's Saturday night down there. It's 4:15 on the East Coast or the West Coast. Big Pete says, hey, how often do we look left and right when passing a green light? Here's the thing. She ran either a red light or a stop sign, and you could see in the crash video the cars she drove through traffic is what she did. She drove through traffic. The people she hit didn't have a stop sign or a stop light. So they're assuming, rightfully, I don't know, if you're doing 35 miles an hour and you're coming up on an intersection, you're not going to slow down and look both left and right to make sure nobody's coming. No. You saw in the crash video that there were other cars stopped. She just whoop.
Yeah. Because she's on Super Saiyan cocaine. It makes you do stupid shit like that. So she's going to get her just due.
Totally agree. Questions answer says she should at least never be allowed to drive again. I agree. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts in just a second. SB says if it was a man, they would have him doing years. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Lex Top Dollar says had a self-defense situation and my bond was $850,000. Exactly.
Huh? You had a self-defense situation with a bond of $800,000. I gotta look at your case, bro. I mean, first of all, you can't just say that without. We gotta look at the details of what you can't just say self-defense. Like, you could say you were defending yourself, but what does the plaintiff say? what do they say? Like, what are they saying about the situation? Right? There are two sides to every story. But if your bond was $800,000, we got to figure out what's going on, bro.
This woman killed 2 people, and she got a $140,000 bond. That's just unbelievable. It's incredible. Incredible. Luke Perry says W Bruce Lee t-shirt. I actually have a Bruce Lee hoodie as well. SB says, Donovan, why are women so self-destructive? Only the creator knows, man. Only the creator knows. What I do know is that when women are left to their own devices and they don't have a man to keep them in line, yeah, they are on autopilot with self-destruction.
How do you come to that conclusion? This wild, reckless woman doing drugs and whatnot. You know what? She really needed a man. If a man was there, I guarantee you, she would have been set straight. I'm pretty sure she has multiple men in and out of her life. Them niggas not interested in fixing it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They're not interested in fixing her life. They only interested in certain things. That's it. All right, but for you to sit there and then try to make it seem like, chat, this one thing here, this is why, hey, when women are left to their own devices, this is what happens. What about the male drunk drivers or guys who, get behind the wheel under the influence of drugs, right? Maybe they're not drunk, but they're on some super fentanyl or some shit, right? Who knows? Well, what about them? So we leave these guys to their own devices, and these guys are they need what do we say? Do they need their daddies in their lives? So we make sure that they get set straight. What kind of insane nonsense is that, Donnie? What kind of take is that? Right? Oh, women need men. That's why, bro. They're men who engage in reckless behaviors like this. So do they need more men? Do they need men in their lives? Is that what it is? Boys will be boys. Is that what we're talking about here? What are you saying? That's such a stupid take, and it's so generalized. It's not even funny, right? You're not. This is how you remove accountability from one individual who caused the problem, and then try to paint it across a whole gender of people. That doesn't work. It just gets a bunch of men angry.
I'm gonna have Phoenix Light Games come up here in a second. Oh wow, I've got a slew of you in here, so I'm gonna have to keep it short with you guys so I can make sure that I get everybody in. Yeah, I think the writ of habeas corpus is a right to a speedy trial. So yeah. CJ in the 562 says she'll do like 3.5 years and like 10 years probation. That is what this is looking like to me. That's what it's looking like to me. It appears that just based on how they're handling this initially, it appears that she is going to get off light. The Brown Bunny predicts community service and
Again, we don't know. We don't actually know what's going to go on. Actually, I'm going to follow up with this because I'm actually curious what's going to happen with this, because you know for a fact if she gets anything less than 20 years, the pill poppers are going to go crazy. They're going to go crazy, and it's going to be a huge tsunami of videos. Hey, just guarantee you're going to see a bunch of videos out here. So I'm going to follow up with it to see, but we don't know yet what she's going to get. She is going to get time. We just don't know. But to sit there and just start speculating and saying, oh, just based off the $140,000 bond she got, which is like 10%, so it's only like $14K. Well, you know, the sentence is going to be like, we don't know. So let's not galvanize people into believing something that isn't true just yet until we see it. And honestly, it's up to the family members. It's not up to us to figure out what justice means for them. We can have our own ideas, but at the end of the day, we were never personally affected. So there's no reason to get involved in something that you're not personally affected with or personally affected by, right? You can have opinions on it, but why get involved? Just let it play out and see what happens, right? So, I mean, it's the same thing with the whole Amber Geiger situation. You know, the cop that went into the wrong apartment and shot that poor brother, right? Y'all remember that? And the family members were, you know, they wanted leniency, and the rest of the people online, they were like, oh, how dare you? She should go throw the book at her, whatnot, because if it was the other way around, you know, it wouldn't be that. Yeah, I get it, but you don't understand how sometimes there are people who are just really just lighthearted. I won't say lighthearted, but very kind people, right? Or forgiving would probably be the better word. So even if you do something horrible to them, they'll still turn around and say, I forgive you. Like, that is a powerful thing. Sometimes those people who are, if you're out there, you're that kind of person who, no matter what, somebody does something crazy to you, but you can still look them in the face and say, I forgive you. I put you up here. You're like you're way above me, because I know I'm a normal person, and if somebody do something crazy like that, and you go in the wrong apartment, right, and you delete somebody that it shouldn't have, you shouldn't have been in the first place, I would have want the worst for you. But again, we just have to recognize that most people aren't us. Most people, sometimes they're kinder than us. That's what makes humanity so beautiful, because although like people are shitty, people are scummy, you still find that little gem of people who are so forgiving and compassionate. Like you murder their mothers, but you know they'll say, hey, listen, I forgive you. I don't forget, because they're not idiots, but I forgive you. And then they just move on with their life. That's hard. Like you like the level of fucking growth you have to get to be that person. It's tough. I can't do it, right? So if this person, you know, let's say they get off, like, it's up to the family members. If the family members want life, they want her to do life, it's their right for them to have that. But if she gets a sentence like 20, 30 years and the family members of the deceased are cool with that, who are you to be upset for them? You're not involved with that shit. Let them, they know what justice is for them. Let them handle it. That is what it is. This cheerleading from the sidelines is crazy.
Yeah, possibly less to no jail time. Yep. King Life says, if she got a good lawyer, it's going to be mandatory rehab and community service. Absolutely. Alex Fowler says, if the legal system works, she'll be accountable, but we all know how that turns out. That's exactly right. Rogue Nation says, Dad is trying to pay off prosecutors to shut up. You can't prove that. Like, unless you have proof, you can't. You know, I mean, listen, I'm sure if he did have money, I'm sure he would probably try, but we can't make those kinds of statements if we don't know that to be true. So let's try to be let's try to be let's try to be fair here, guys. Let's try not to be extreme. I hate when I do that. Ay, come on, stop. There we go. Oh boy. All right. SMVSH says hopefully they take into account when they sentence her. Okay, but god damn it. I swear to God, man. There we go. Kyle 2020 says she was on cocaine. Don't make excuses for her. Yeah, dude, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah, pink cocaine is wild. That's only in Florida you find the craziest drugs. What is that shit that make you literally lose your the flocka shit? Right? Is it flocka? That flocka stuff that literally makes you a walking zombie? Isn't that out there in Florida? So Florida's got the craziest drugs. Y'all are some wilding people out there, bro. Y'all a different breed.
Somebody said that I forgot dukendon. I don't know. Who knows?
Wait,
Kyle,
what do I got to do with this? what? Hey, Dottie, what do I got to do? I ain't got nothing to do with this. That's you and your platform. I got nothing to do with what you got going on over there. Listen, Dottie, we just do videos over here. I don't know. And that's the thing, because here, like, y'all, listen, Dottie, listen, bro. I know you've been watching my videos. I know for a fact. Listen, dude. Listen, it's okay. Whenever you want that debate, we can make it happen. Just it is what it is, bro. Whenever you want. I know your daddy Myron told you. He said no more debate after you debated Alex from Playing with Fire. Shout out to him, right? No more debates because you got your ass handed to you. All right, listen, I actually don't debate, but like it is what it is. But at any time, you want to boost the views in your channel. Come holler at me, bro. But I don't know what I got to do with this. Don't bring my name up here. We just reacting to you, nigga. 2020 says Anus and Reach are toilet content. Absolutely. All right, so I'm gonna bring in Phoenix Light Games. PLG. Thanks for chiming in. I've got a few others in the queue, so I'm gonna have to keep this brief. What are your thoughts on this, man? $140,000 bond. This woman killed 2 people. What?
Deplorable.
Yeah.
Just absolutely deplorable. And it, like, I don't even know how much proof. Like, it's like every time something like this comes up, it just proves us right.
Right.
Every time. It just proves us every time. A woman without instruction is headed for destruction.
That's right.
What? These niggas, you see how much they don't care about the family members actually affected by this? It's just more fake outrage and moral grandstanding. Because all it is, it's about using this tragedy, to bolster their talking point about how bad women are without men in their lives. All right? This is just what this is. So y'all are kind of sick for doing this, right? That's why we clowning y'all right now in this hilarious fashion, because we can see through your bullshit. You can sit there and play the moral police. It's about the families. There's 304. We kill the families, right? No, it's not about that, bro. It's about just getting your agenda across. Yeah, you see, every time I see stories like this is more reasons why I tell y'all, women, you can't leave them to their own devices. You can't do it. They can't function. Can you imagine a society ran by women? Like, it'd be nuclear holocaust all over the place. Y'all need to stop. Like, this is how extreme the rhetoric is getting. Donnie, your fans, bro. I don't know who these people are, but like, I don't know if it's what y'all are teaching them or what. This is crazy. How do you even get from a woman who's taking Super Saiyan cocaine, getting in an accident by blowing a fucking stoplight, to, oh yeah, this is why women need men and they shouldn't have most freedoms in their lives? You're crazy. This is y'all look cuckoo. This is why y'all get clowned. This is crazy.
The woman without instruction, and what did she do? She took the lives of 2 men.
There you go.
She took the lives of 2 men. If she had a man guiding her, I'm gonna give it. Look, I'm being generous here.
Okay.
99.999% that wouldn't have happened. There may be a 0.01 if the man was probably not paying attention for a split second.
Sure, right.
But seriously, I mean, are you serious? Like, how many more times do we have to prove this shit? How many times? And 140,000, if I'm correct, 140,000.
140K, man.
for killing 2 people.
Unbelievable.
God knows how their families are feeling, and yet this woman is gonna get off by just paying a bond.
It's unbelievable, man.
Get off by just paying a bond. Y'all want complaining when a trafficker like Andrew Tate, they let him off on house arrest. Y'all was celebrating, weren't y'all? A trafficker accused of raping. I mean, it was a guy. This is a guy, okay, who we got multiple evidences on of raping and trafficking women. He got out house arrest. Y'all celebrated. Oh, he's gonna be free. They're gonna let him out, right? A woman doing this. Oh, see, she gets a life sentence. You see, this is what I've been telling y'all. I've been telling y'all. You leave a woman without instructions. This is what are we talking about? Right? This is the more the gender war bullshit that y'all need to stop. Y'all have just peppered your audience's mind with this nonsense. Everything is between that dichotomy now. Now it's all between, I told you so versus I didn't. Right? I told you this is what women do when you don't give them instructions. Exactly what do you mean by that? Well, can you explain what that means, bro? Like, again, what about, because think about this. They want to get mad about stuff like this, but they're pedophiles right now who get lighter sentences than kids selling weed and get busted for it. Is that fair? Can we talk about that for a second? I mean, that is a disproportionate sentences for me. Why does this fucking molester gets off easy, but then this guy selling weed gets the book thrown at him? Can we talk about that? Right? The point I'm getting at is there's inconsistencies within the legal systems all over this place. It's not perfect, but it's the best we got, right? So again, your situation you're talking about is completely different because now you're twisting it and making it be like, oh, well, see, this is what happens. You leave women to their own devices, they will cause more damage. They'll be on a martyr of car accidents all over the place. We got to control women. Stop it. This is crazy talk.
And the idea that she could actually be walking the streets if somebody comes up with $14,000 to get her out, that just sounds crazy to me. I mean, how does it sound to you? Like,
listen, I've ever since I've been watching this content, it's like you know the stages,
sure.
You rage and shit, and then you become you come to the terms of acceptance for how women are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, listen, even though this case bothers me, I mean, I understand why it happens, and I'm not getting getting like violent towards it, but honestly, I just want to punch a wall. I want to.
It had what? Why does this affect? I mean, yeah, it's a sad situation, but like, it gets you mad enough to want to punch a wall? Like, it gets you that mad? You don't realize that this is what I mean. Y'all on the same side as feminists, bro. You don't realize a feminist would do this exact same shit Don Even Sharp is doing right now, right? The hypocrisy is crazy, right? Because a feminist will use any rape allegations or any, it's got to be, even if it's just allegations, not even a charge, not even taken to court yet. They will take that and spin it as a great culture thing or whatever the fuck it is, right? Y'all will complain about that. But here you are taking one instance of a reckless woman doing reckless things and then say, oh, this is all women. This is what they do. This is all what they do. We can't, if you leave a woman without instructions, this is what they do. I'm actually curious, ladies. Let me ask you this question. This is for the ladies in the chat. If a man left you without instructions, what is the first thing you're doing? Is it Super Saiyan Coke or are you drinking yourself to death? I mean, what if you ladies were just left to your own devices? No instruction books on how to just be a person. Just out here. What is the first thing you're doing as a newly made person? Like, put it in the chat. I'm actually curious because these pill poppers tend to think without them you're nothing. That's what they think. This is crazy talk.
Go insane. I mean, I'm not going to do that, obviously. But
sure, but I understand. Like, I understand your anger and frustration, man. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, and like I don't even know how much more, like how many more evidence that we like. And it's so funny, like women and the liberal men get so mad about this, about the claims that we make.
Yeah, right.
Whether it's me, doing a super chat or you doing an entire breakdown on how women act.
Yeah.
And and yet they don't. It's like whenever you're proven right, all you do is just get more hate. Like, why are you talking about women feel so badly about this? Because it's true. Because it's true. We see it happen every day. And Pearl goes to go into more depth about this, but I'm gonna put more thought on it.
Okay.
Like most, I've done my research on this, and shout out to Pearl for this. Most car accidents are actually initiated by women.
Yes, absolutely.
They're not like the most road rage comes from
what? And this nigga says he's done his research. What country are you doing? Global, or are you doing just America? Right? If we're doing just America, it's the men getting more car accidents than the women. But to be fair, there's just more men on the road, right? That's just it. But it's a men. Actually, 6 million guys get in accidents every year, or 6 million accidents are started by men, and it's like 4 million for women, right? Every year. So I mean, what, 2 million difference? 2 million more men have more accidents than women. What research are you? Oh, he's listening to Pearl. Yeah, Pearl does that magic research where all of a sudden the woman is just wrong. She's just in the wrong. No, dude. Like, if you go research right now, what is it? It's NHTSA. Is it NHTSA? What is it? NTA something. NHTSA. That's the national something for automotive here, or the data stuff for automotive in America, right? Is it NHTSA? It's got to be NHTSA, right? And if you look up a NHTSA study, they're gonna tell you, bro, it's more men getting in accidents. So what research are you doing? Right? Again, you're making this into a men versus women thing. It's not that at all. It's just, bro, this woman is just a reckless individual. She's got problems, clearly, right? And there are a gang of people like that. Who knows how many of those women are on Fresh and Fit show right now? What about the woman that was on Fresh and Fit show that pulled a gun on Digi Academics? She's crazy, isn't she? Who knows what kind of life she living? These women y'all are bringing from all different walks of life, you need to vet them, okay? It's not you bringing in, getting burned, or having a woman who you invited or associated with do some heinous thing, and then you say, oh, well, this is not my fault. I mean, all women are just like that. This is what if you don't leave them with instructions, they just do stupid shit like this. You can't do that. That woman clearly had problems. Y'all selected her. You saw the red flags in her bio. You still went with it, okay? That's on you. You get the association too. Yeah, no, she's forever gonna be another Fresh and Fit model tied to you guys that committed double murders, not homicide, fatalities, right? That's it. So y'all got to eat that L. So maybe next time when you're bringing on these women, make sure you have your guys select better. So next time one of these girls don't end up on the news for killing people. How about that? And then you don't get this blame on you. Until then, vet better. All right, that is what it is, bro.
Comes from women, not men.
Yep.
And if it is a man, I'm not saying that there's not cases where men go for war rage and shit.
Sure.
There's a certain percentage of the time where women actually how do I say this? It's not manipulation. They egg the man on who's right in order to do the act. Like, are you just gonna let him do that to you?
Yep.
Like this dude is egging you on. Aren't you gonna do something about it? I'm
right.
Like, why would I do that? Why would I put myself and you at risk just to, in her messed up mind, defend your honor or something like that?
Right.
Like, I don't know. Any more questions you have for me?
No, that's it, man. I appreciate you coming on and sharing your thoughts. So you and I, like I said, I'm gonna have to get you on for an extended podcast. Because
I would love that, and
and
I would love that. I would love to talk to you, and I would love to I don't know, let's see, I had in my mind, it went away. Oh yeah, I would love to watch the interview with Icy, and I would actually love to talk to her if you in the distant future. I know you have a lot of stuff and you have a lot of projects to do.
Sure.
I completely understand, but trust me, I'm waiting. I'm making my money. I'm going to the gym.
Good.
So trust me, I'm learning more every day, watching you and watching Myron and everybody else. So
stop. What did you learn from Titty Boy over here? You learned going to the gym from Titty Man? Well, what do you mean? This guy's got bigger chest than most women out here. Does he look in shape to you? What exactly? See, y'all, the internet is where you come to, where a lot of these fake high value men pop out of nowhere. Oh, it was thanks to them. Yeah, if it wasn't for you, Donnie, I wouldn't be this strapping, young, high-value person I am today. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be a millionaire. Some of y'all are just lying. You're lying online. Oh, I'm rich now. I'm getting my money up. All thanks to you, Donnie. I'm getting my fitness up. All thanks to you, Donnie. I know you lying. That's how I know you lying. Donovan Sharp, really? Myron, they helped you get fit. Really? Who believes that? Who honestly believes that? Who believes that bullshit? Myron can't even keep fresh fit. Nobody can keep fresh fit. And his name is Fit. How you fit and can't keep fresh fit? Look at Big Mo. Every time we see him, he's dying of a heart attack. Like y'all, this is ridiculous. Y'all come up here, especially y'all brainwashed fanboys, and you cap so much. And the reason why we got to get on y'all, because y'all are selling false hope. If you know you really not in shape, because you definitely didn't learn it from Donnie, okay, then stop lying, because then you're going to fool other people into believing, oh my God, if I listen to Donovan Sharp, I might get in shape too. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stop it. Stop the show. If you actually genuinely believe that Donovan Sharp can get you fit, I need to hold $1,000. Give me $1,000 because you're that stupid. You might as well just give me your money, right? I mean, you really? How is a fat guy gonna teach you how to get fit? Let's be honest. I'll be honest. No, listen, we got to be straightforward because this guy won't bat an eye and say, hey, that woman, she's overweight or whatever it is. Hey, listen. If we're going to hold women to these standards, we got to be in the same place ourselves, right? If we're going to say, hey, we're high value, we got to be high value in the fitness part. I mean, what is this? Think about this.
Good. Trust me, I will be on my A game whenever you decide to come to Miami and host a panel show.
Perfect.
I will represent you well.
Excellent. PLG, I think appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, Phoenix Light Games in the house. Longtime supporter, longtime subscriber. Wow. Zahol with the $20 Super Cat. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. My bad. With the $20 Super Chat says, love what you do. Looking to cop some of your books and merch soon. Yeah, today, I'm not going to plug it right now because I don't think it's appropriate, but there is a sale going on. And if you go to tsracademy.com, you'll see what the sale is. That's all I'll say about that. I don't want to make this I'm not trying to be opportunistic here.
Listen, thank you for asking about a book I wrote. I actually don't want to promote on this show right now, but yeah, go ahead and check it out on my website here. I'm not promoting, but I'm actually going to promote it. Go check it out. It's about $29.99. You can get your first edition. Bro, this shit is just fake. Bro, listen, it's actually way worse to actually pretend that you're doing this for altruistic reasons, right? You're not doing this for the family. You don't actually care about the death of these people, okay? This is just another story that's tied to Fresh and Fit, and it's going to go viral, and it did for you, dude. It worked out. Well, I mean, it is what it is, but to sit there and say, oh, I don't want to promote my book, and then promotes his book. It's like they think we're stupid. It's like this is why y'all get clowned, because we see through the bullshit. It's about the clout, the clicks, and the views. Guaranteed. Now, the more the story goes around, more people are gonna start covering it because they want to know, like, are these the kind of women that Fresh and Fit are around? And to be honest, Donnie, your little reaction video didn't help. People are still gonna look at Fresh and Fit as degenerates for bringing on degenerates because one of the degenerates they brought on killed 2 people. Explain that.
So, she killed 2 people. Yes, that's exactly right. And she fled the scene. She actually fled the scene. So we're going to watch another, quickly here. We're going to watch another report here because, let's see, where's this one at? There we are. So this one talks about how she actually tried to flee the scene. So let's jump in here real quick, and we will watch this. This is absolutely insane. Check this out.
A social media model is now at the center of attention in a deadly downtown Miami crash. Police say the 24-year-old woman confessed she was on party drugs when she crashed and killed 2 people.
NBC6 reporter Christian KlLING joins us now with the details on the investigation and who lost their lives.
On social media, she's a model and dancer seeking a booking. Now, Macy Marie Lathers is fully booked at the county jail.
She advised she was under the influence of 2C, a known party drug. And
I just want you guys, and somebody pointed this out in the chat about her about her mugshot. Just look. I mean, if you just look at her body language and her stoicism, maybe it's because she's still high. I don't know. And guys, I've done cocaine many times, and cocaine does not make you stoic. I'll just put it to you like that. So it just like I cannot believe how calm she is in the face of these charges. This woman just ended the lives of 2 people. And she's standing there like she's charged with shoplifting. It's incredible.
Bro, look, do you not see what she's wearing? They look like they have her pretty restrained, bro. She's not going anywhere. Like, I don't know, because you don't know what she's feeling. She may look stoic. To me, she's probably high, maybe not. I don't know. But what my main thing is, she's more likely crazy. Maybe she is just crazy. Maybe she does have mental issues. Maybe this is just another day for her, right? Who knows? You don't know what's going on inside the heads of people you bring around to your podcast to talk about women. That's why you have to be vetting. She might actually be a fucking psychopath, right? She actually may not care that she's ended 2 lives. That may as well explain the look on her face. We don't know, but what we do know is she was on your platform. So I'm going to pull a Rolo Tomasi right now. I'm going to say, hey, y'all need to stop platforming these crazy girls. Y'all need to start, hey, how about they do more vetting? Don't platform these wild psychos. I mean, what's going on? Any one of them could be future murderers. What are we doing? And y'all wonder why y'all get investigated by Homeland Security. You got all these these mass deleters coming from y'all platforms. Wake up, bro. Y'all are the problem.
From the future and had a crystal ball.
Oh, yeah.
The 24-year-old policing was found vomiting minutes after she crashed her white
Jesus, look at that. Dude, look at that car.
into a black Range Rover and silver Suzuki. 2 people were killed. One of them needed to be extricated but died at the hospital.
Oh, God.
The other victim was killed on the spot.
Unbelievable.
At a high rate of speed, entered the intersection of North 8th.
Yeah, she look crazy, bro. She like the kind of girl you go to sleep with and wake up in the middle of the night, and there's her little ass standing at the corner of your bed in your dark lit room, probably holding a knife, staring at you. I could just imagine that face, just staring right back at you from the corner of your bed. Men, this is why we have to be careful of the women we bring. All right, we don't know. she might be the one to just stab you in your sleep, bro. That is crazy, bro. She looks unbothered.
Street with a steady red traffic signal and caused an angled collision.
In a GoFundMe page, Juanita Hernandez says she was struck by a reckless driver and lost her partner, Abraham Ismael. Abraham's 16-year-old son has been left without the love and care of his father, Hernandez wrote. I am now unable to work due to my injuries, and the boy's life has been turned upside down.
Is an absolute danger in the community based on killing 2 people from her driving when she shouldn't have been in a car.
Records also show Lathers tried leaving the scene of the crash without helping or calling 911.
Yo, this is the messed up part. She tried to leave the scene without calling 911. Eventually, she would have been caught because they would have gotten her plates. But dude, really?
But bystanders
She's gonna do some time. I mean, hit and run is not a joke.
confronted her.
If it wasn't for the citizens or witnesses nearby who stopped her, she would have completely fled.
Look how she might be on drugs still. You know, why is she swaying like that? She can't even stand up. Like just a bunch of druggies. Look at this, right? Yeah. I don't think she's drugged up because I mean she clearly was in prison for over 24 hours, right? So I don't think she was drugged up. But I mean, what else could explain this? Like how would you explain her mentality? Like she might be crazy. This one y'all gotta pay attention, bro. Like these women are insane. You gotta watch out. Oh, O'Shea Duke Jackson in the freaking building. What's good, brother? Hey, welcome to the show. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. He said, "Oh my God, what is this true?" Yeah, I'm waiting on your video, O'Shea. All right, we waiting on your video, bro. We waiting on your video. I want to see what you do because I know you roasting Donnie right now. For those of you guys don't know, Donovan Sharp and O'Shea, it's not good blood there. It's bad blood, okay? But yeah, it's true. Like that girl was on Fresh and Fit, and she deleted 2 people not too long ago. Yeah, the reckless woman. I mean, it is what it is, man. But shout out to you. Let's get a dub in the chat for O'Shea.
And records also show that Lathers was driving with a suspended license. Prosecutors today say that more charges could come once her drug test results come back. A judge granted her a $140,000 bond.
Granted her.
NBC6 News.
Yeah, granted her. Granted her. That is a very, very good way to put it. He granted her a $140,000 bond. Ay.
Yeah, it's a terminology. What? Why are you upset about the fucking word granted, Donnie? What the hell? Again, fake outrage with these people.
Incredible. Jar Jar, if you would, let's refrain from the all caps. The Brown Bunny says, my brother struck on his motorcycle at an intersection and killed. They wanted to blame him while he was at a red light. The driver never saw jail time. Oh my God. Crimson Eclipse says, if a man did this, it's life without the possibility of parole. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, I don't think she serves 1 minute in prison. I don't.
Why? What makes you think she's not going to serve some prison time? She going to prison. That just is what it is. She's spending some serious time there. We don't know if it's going to be life. But again, more shit to stoke the fears of or anger of other men online. Again, y'all are going to get personally invested with this, and it's got nothing to do with you. Never minding the fact that your boys Fresh and Fit invited her to her platform with no vetting whatsoever. All right, shout out to I Don't Play Games with the Two says, Diddy drug he used on McMeals. She's on that Diddy fucking, the Diddy dust. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the angel dust, it's the Diddy dust, bruh. You sniff that pink shit, and all of a sudden you running through red lights. Don't play, bruh. Tony Shanti for the 10 says, Sub Duke, a YouTuber called True Prodigy 27 said is a coincidence that Lord Marquardt wanted to collab with Kevin Samuels, Ark and Sinful and they got deleted right after he reached out to them. Spooky. Sus Marquardt's a loser. Ain't nobody get deleted. Although I did hear that he put a bounty on me. Apparently, somebody sent me something of what he was saying, a clip of what he was saying in one of his live streams. I got a bounty on my head by Saint the Saint. Boy, you still running from these hands, bro. When you gonna have me run this fade, bro? Come run this fade. Let's go. Whenever you want. I already said yes. Enough with these subliminal shit, bro. Subliminals are never the way. They're just weird, bro. If you're gonna catch flight, be direct with it, bro. It is what it is. All y'all playing these subliminal games. Oh God, bro, I heard you talking. Shut your dumb ass up, bro. Just say my name, nigga. You know who the fuck I am, bro. Just say it, bro. Like that's what these YouTubers try to pretend they don't know who the fuck you are. It's like, bro, relax. It's not that deep, all right? If it's that serious, if they're attacking you, just call them by their name, bro. Point to your enemy and say who they are. Why are you sitting here throwing subliminal shots? That is the most beta thing I have ever seen anybody do. If you're a subliminal guy, you're a beta. Just be direct with people, bro. Shout out to M. Dot says, what happened to Donovan's hairline? He washed it off. He washed it off. He's at home. He's relaxing. He's not going on a show with the ladies, so he doesn't need to look young. He could just be natural. So he just wiped it off. He had Devin do it. Yo, shout out to Dev with the 5 says they don't want women they can't control. Facts. That's why they want the young, naive girls, right? He says the more dependent they are, the easier for them to be controlled. That's why these guys go after OnlyFans models. Yeah, because they're insecure and they're super dependent. Not on the monetary aspect of it. Just there are other again. Who knows? I've seen relationships where there's certain things that just it's odd, but yeah, it's a mental thing too. Because like the relationships some of these people are in are oftentimes toxic, right? So if they're not dependent on you financially. They play mind games, right? A lot of these relationships, man, the mind games being played, like they will make you believe that you need them, otherwise you can't breathe air. That's how crazy some of these dudes are, man. Especially when you get in these real toxic relationships, it's wild. So yeah, they want girls who are super insecure about themselves or super naive or young, so that way they're not hip to the game. Because usually if you're a woman who have got out into the world and you survived a little bit, well, guess what? All of a sudden now you could understand when people are playing games. You can spot that shit. And if you're a person that don't have time for BS, you're not going to stand for the BS, or you're going to call them out on it. Most guys who are on that game or timing don't like that shit. There you go. That's free game for y'all ladies out there. Shout out to Great Pill with the membership. I appreciate you, Great Pill, being a real one. Great Pill again says salute to the chat and salute to the panel. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. We're gonna get into because we got to get into a bit. Actually, shout out to OJ Jackson. I'm glad you're here because like we have to react to this video O'Shea Duke had. And it was going to be part 2 of the show. So apparently Fresh and Fit, especially Myron, is actually sending shots at O'Shea. And he did it in the most beta way possible by subliminals, right? Again, y'all pill poppers with these subliminal discs. Just call them out by their name. So apparently Myron's pissed off. Myron's pissed off at O'Shea Duke Jackson because O'Shea Duke Jackson has been on the necks of Fresh and Fit for a very long time. And the guys, this wasn't always the case. Yes, believe it or not, there was a point in time where O'Shea Duke actually supported Fresh and Fit. I know. There was a point in time where he did that. But after, certain things come out and then they find out that Fresh and Fit were actually talking shit about his, not only his friend Kevin Samuels, but other people as well, and just being generally disrespectful about the whole thing. O'Shea Duke Jackson basically did an about face and said, fuck y'all weird. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him because listen, a lot of times some of these YouTubers you can't trust them. That's why I don't fuck with nobody. I don't fuck with nobody at all. Because sometimes a lot of these guys, especially they know they need something out of you, bro. If they can't get it by leeching off of you, then they come after you. That's what they do. They start attacking you and whatnot. And that's what it is, bro. So, again, that's what Myron did with Kevin Samuels, right? When they realized, hey, you know what? We can't get far with this guy anymore because, he wants to be all dominant and everything. Fuck Kevin Samuels. I don't care about him, even though one of your most viral videos was because of him. So, yeah, there was a point in time where they were cool, but they're not. But the beef has gotten bad now because Myron is actually starting to clap back at O'Shea Duke Jackson, right? And basically, he wants to fight O'Shea. Oh, my God, bro. Y'all got to stop him with these fight shit, bro. He wants to fight O'Shea. So we got to get into this video. This is part 2 of the stream, all right? And then I'm probably going to cut this up into a clip and just put it as its own thing. That's what I'm going to be doing now, chat, all right? We're going to have like 2 shows in one, right? And then that other one is probably going to be a clip on the other channel. But without further ado, chat, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's get into this.
What's good, everybody? Here's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Let's Celebrity Jump. Dima, sad music. Guys, your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson is a bigger YouTuber in the black sector. I almost have 400,000 subscribers, but I'm not as big as some of the other guys out there. At least I don't get the credit for it, which I'm okay. I'm not as big as Corey Holcomb, not as big as Tariq. I think those guys are a lot better than me at what they do, and I'm okay with that. But people really never give me credit for pissing them off. And a part of what I do is online trolling, and I'm pretty good at it. Stop the show. So good that I have almost 300 million views in doing that in my career. But one of the guys that I've been trolling for about 3 years now is like Myron Gaines. And at first I wasn't against the Fresh and Fit podcast, even though they do some things I didn't like. But when Myron came against Kevin Samuels and did some of the most cowardly things ever, and then talked about him, called him gay, and then once he died, tried to pay his respects and act like they were all cool, collected a bunch of super chats, didn't send any money to the family. That's the way Myron is. He's real fake. And so I've been calling him out on his stuff, pretty much making money off of his content since he is demonetized. Gotcha, bitch. But that's neither here nor there. Myron has been getting his Negro wake-up call just like Tommy Sotomayor from a lot of these whites out here. He's upset about it. The more money Myron loses, the more upset he becomes. So yesterday or the day before, he put up this post on X. Anger music! People try to say that I suck up to white people for making my valid criticisms of the black community. No fathers in the household, promoting degenerative culture, committing disproportionate amount of violent crime. Okay, that is true in the black community. Some of these things are definitely very true. Wouldn't argue with that, right? That can be seen. I make fun, criticize all races. Stop the show. No, you don't. But the only race that cries the most about it are blacks. Instead of attacking my arguments, they attack me and call me a refugee, Arab, Indian, non-FBA, raccoon, Uncle Tom, white, scrapimicist. And stop the show. They can't call you white because you're not white. One thing these morons can't call me is a liar. But this is the important part. More anger music. Also, one of the YouTubers that talks the most ish about me won't box me, but has made 50 plus videos talking ish and watches my every move on X and YouTube. He's the definition of a coward that hides behind a camera. Can I get a sound effect?
Now, at first, I'm like, who the hell is he talking about, right? Because it couldn't be I've been preach usually in front of a camera, right? But then it wasn't until this video, I was like, oh, it makes sense to be O'Shea. It's not that O'Shea hides behind a camera. There are videos of him in front of a camera. It's just he just has an editor, so why not take advantage of that, right? So it is what it is. But yes, so Myron is dissing O'Shea Duke Jackson right now in the most beta male way possible. Subliminals, okay? Again, anyone that throws a subliminal shot instead of being direct with the person they're beefing with, they're beta, okay? Just I don't care who the fuck they are, all right? If they're speaking in cryptic, but you know it's about somebody, and the fans know it's about somebody, you're the one who's a pussy for not actually calling out who the fuck you're beefing with. You're just a bitch, all right? So, Myron, you're too old to be doing this, all right? Oh, you hiding behind the face. Just say his name. Just say it's O'Shea. It's O'Shea. Don't worry. I'll help you say it. O'Shea. Yo, why you trashing me? Shout out to you for the 10. Says Donnie Boy was a drug addict and a criminal with a dysfunctional family. Yeah, he called his own mother a whore. All right, I mean, what a moron that guy, right? So he's from a dysfunctional. He bought drugs from a 19-year-old heroin addict he was in love with. I mean, come on, it's Donnie Boy, right? Says a busty blonde with a kid and loves to call black people the N-word. He's the red pill version of Doug the Bounty Hunter. No. Myron, okay, I shit you not, chat. Hold up. Myron is the legit version of Doug the Bounty Hunter. Let me show you why.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
It literally says right here, but I hope me being 15 isn't an issue for you, and you respond, good boy.
Hey, just be honest with us. How many underage kids you slept?
Listen, Myra is gonna take that pedo hunter show and repurpose it into we're hunting black folks. we hunting black folks and liberals. Join me on my next show while we expose this goddamn liberal. Why are you voting for Kamala? Bro, if there's anybody in this space that's closer to a bounty hunter, it's Myron. I'm sorry. It's that nigga, bro. You were a former Homeland Security agent. Come on. He comes to the red pill. Come on, bro. He's the guy.
Dude, he's the definition of a coward that hides behind a camera. Can I get sound effect? Well, I've never been issued a challenge by anybody by name, but I mean, I understand why he's doing this is, because I'm O'Shea, he don't want to give me any shine right on the platform. It's okay. We're never going to meet. We're never going to fight anyway, Myron. You're just a mad person. I feel bad for you, son. But you're saying that I make all these videos and talk ish about you and watch your every move on X and YouTube. No, I don't watch your every move, son. You get your screenshots and stuff sent to me. But okay, he says that, he wants to fight now. He wants to fight everyone.
What is this? Oh my God. Stop bouncing, bro. You're wasting too much energy. Look at this man, bro. Hey, tuck your chin closer to your neck so nobody catches your jaw off guard. This guy, you're trying to fight, but got no fucking formalities, bro. You're gonna listen. First of all, why is it that you always gotta resort to fisticuffs? Huh? We can't just handle shit with just dialogue no more. Y'all can't just go, hey, fresh and fit, debate O'Shea right now. Y'all just go debate, go back and forth, see what happens. All right, it's better than just why y'all trying to fight? Like that don't make any sense whatsoever. Every time y'all get embodied, you always resort to fisticuffs. It's weird. It doesn't make y'all look manly. It just makes y'all look like the emotional men that you claim you're not, right? Because real men right now, in this day and age, with the stoicism y'all are promoting, the first thing is not going straight to fighting. They're probably going to have a dialogue and talk it out, right? But you want to jump right into the fighting. Okay. All right, buddy. It is what it is, Myron. With this form, though, it's not going to end too well for you. How about you take that fight with Allende, huh? How about that, Myron? Take that fight with Allende. You want to fight somebody so bad? You've been going around bullying niggas, Myron, but you ran from Allende. How about you take that fight with him, man? He's been hunting y'all for a while now. How do we know he's not stalking you right now? How do we know he's not lurking, waiting behind the next Burger King to pop out on you with that smoke? Like, come on, dog. You running from him, but you ready to fight everybody else that's not him. You think this shows strength, bro? We all know you running from bro. All right, just stop with this whole he doesn't want to fight me bullshit, bro. Now, Alba doesn't want to fight you. Everybody doesn't want to fight you. Everybody's afraid of Myron. Who's afraid of this guy? Honestly, who's afraid of this guy? Come on.
Everybody, not just me. He just wants to fight. Since I talk about him, right, making videos about him because I'm such a coward who hides behind the camera, stop the show. I'm all around the world, and that's for any of you dudes out there. I never hide. Anybody talking about doing physical violence to me, it'll be your last day, just so that you know, because I'm a dude that's on YouTube. But for real, we out here getting it like that if we need to. So just letting y'all know, because y'all be real greasy in the comments. And like I said, I'm going to just tell y'all that right now. It's not going to end like you think, okay? But let me kind of get into what he's been talking about on his Twitter. This is just 39 minutes ago. Sad music. If scumbag NY judge Juan Merchant, whose daughter has a relationship with Kamala Harris, imprisons Trump, you will martyr him, galvanize his supporters even more, and he will even win the office from Rikers Island. Let's go, Democrats. Bring it on, biatches. So that's one. Myron talking about somebody else on his X 1 hour ago. This is about.
They always do this, by the way, and like I'm getting like Fresh and Fit fanboys. They hate this platform. They hate and love this platform as well, right? Because they'll be the ones. Whenever somebody's beefing with me, they want to remind me. Oh, see, this person exposed you, Duke. You're not so perfect. That's like I never claimed to be, bro. It is what it is. Go spam that other guy's platform, whatever it is, right? But that's what these boys. They love this bullshit, bro. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all need to stop, bro. Listen. Y'all the main ones instigating a bunch of this shit, right? Y'all the main ones who are starting and moving all this shit. Like, bro, y'all should be the one telling Myron right now, instead of us feeding his ego on Twitter, y'all should be telling him, hey, just calm down. You want to fight this guy for what? For what? Right? I mean, this is not the stoic you were talking about, but instead, what do these guys do? They want to see a fight. They want to see fisticuffs. They want to see men going at it. Personally, I kind of don't. I mean, that'd be interesting if O'Shea really wants to smoke. If he wants, hey, I wouldn't recommend it, but go ahead. It'd be funny to see. But like, again, no need to fight. I would rather see a debate. I don't need to see y'all niggas fight. Like, why? Hey, y'all fans encourage this shit. Y'all are demented. Y'all are some demented people, bro. Yo, shout out to Mackenzie with the $2 super chat says most of the manosphere men are sus. Yeah, they are. I shit you not. Yo, NT black guy with the 2 says most manosphere clowns have female emotions. Yeah, it gets exposed. Like, why automatically go to fighting if you're not emotional? Like, why? That's the first thing out of your mind, to fight. But we know for a fact you ignore all these other people that have legitimate smoke with you, Myron. Okay. A great Bill Shotty for the 2 says that's an issue with CCs. All no facts, all feelings. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. O'Shea Duke Jackson with the super chat talking about she did what? She deleted 2 people, O'Shea. 2 people were deleted on Fresh and Fit's watch. Not watch, but she was on their show right before this. Not directly before this, but it happened. It happened. I'm gonna email you the actual video that she was on, the live stream old girl was on, so that way you can do your research too as well. But yeah, she was on there. It's still up on their platform too.
Oh, Sexy Red. Anger music. Don't be mad at her. Thank her. She's snitching on modern women and telling you what they really think. And yes, even the suburb white girls think like this too. Since simps never want to listen to me, you can listen to these ratchet female rappers instead. They only confirm what I've been telling you white knights for years. And Sexy Red has a message that don't F with no jigger. While he at his lowest, leave that poor A.B. So that's number 2. That's you talking about another person. Let's see if he's talking about someone else. Okay, here is Lauren Berbert. The only thing these women are conserving is the right to be Thaddeus. This is why we need a majority of men in government. Even women in power regress to their sexuality when challenged. Esha my effing head. This is not a flex, ladies, especially when you're supposed to be conservatives.
This is the shit he does on Twitter. He says this shit and then throws a yacht party with women that dress like that. The hypocrisy is crazy.
So that's number 3 on there, right? This is your 3rd person that you're on here talking about. Like, you know, this is within like 3 hours. When I make a video, I just make a video and I put it up. But you're on Twitter, like fast fingers typing. Typing fast as hell, doing this. And this is what you do all day as a grown adult man. You're all day on here calling people fat, calling people this, calling people that all day long. Hold on. Let's look at this. Now you're gonna go after Israel. Say music. I'm not surprised. The real Daily Wire needs to platform dissenting voices. Stop shilling for Israel and allow free speech. The firing of real Candace Owens because of her views on Israel and trying to paint her as an anti-Semite was a massive backfire. As a right-wing media organization that has dealt with censorship itself from left-wing social media platforms, they should have known better. Also, tag Ben Shapiro needs to stop running from the debates with people of dissenting opinions and voices. Aw. Add the crybaby effects. So you crying, you want to box people, you want to fight people, but I'm gonna tell you who you don't want to fight. I'm gonna tell you, you want to fight Albert Preach. You know, you want to fight me, although you ain't really mentioning my name. It's all good though. You know, I know why you don't want to mention me. Y'all don't,
bro. The sublims are just beta, bro. It's just beta. Just be direct. If you got a beef with someone, call him out. Say, hey, bro, that dude is wild. He's a weirdo, bro. He goes right there. Just call him out. Especially if you're on Twitter. Like, come on, Myron. This is weak sauce. Like, just do a video, call O'Shea out, say his name, because it is what you're challenging him to fight you. After that, how else would people know who you're trying to fight? Sus Marquardt did this too, by the way. Y'all remember that post he put it up where he was challenging me to a fight, and he was all subliminal about it. I hear some of you YouTubers are asking for smoke. Y'all want to fight? All right, just let me know. Yes, I do. All of a sudden, yeah, just pull up the Vegas vlog and let me know when you're there, and then I'm gonna send you a location to meet us by. What? You trying to get me killed, nigga? Trying to get me jumped? I'm not. No. Let's publicize the fight so everybody knows where it's at, and everybody can watch it. I'm not going to some hidden location in Nevada or whatever the fuck. All right, that's to come fight you, nigga. That's a one-way ticket to getting set up. I'm not stupid. This nigga, bro. Like, just if you want to fight, let's set it up. But again, the fighting is the first thing they jump to. But they're not about that life. Okay, it is what it is. But yo, if you're gonna beef with somebody, okay, just say their fucking name. It's the least you can do. It just makes you look weak if you don't.
You know, y'all quote unquote big YouTubers, you know, you don't want to give me no shine, even though I got hella views in my career. But by the way, without OnlyFans models on there, without thotting it up, without, you know, just self-made though. O'Shea Duke Jackson, stop the show. The O'Shea Duke Jackson you used to look up to, all of y'all used to look up to. You know what I'm saying? The man who has more assists. I've discovered more people in Black YouTube than anybody, including your boy Donovan Sharp. All right. I've discovered so many people talented. Like, you wouldn't even be with Fresh and Fit if it wasn't for me. Partly.
Facts. Yo, the one thing you can't say or deny about OJ is that he put a lot of people on, right? And some of those people he did put on, I personally think didn't deserve the clout that they got, personally, because they just turned out to be cornballs, Exhibit A. So I'm just saying, right? It is what it is. But that is the one thing he did. He actually promoted a lot of people. He's the one person you could say not selfish with the clout, right? He's a selfless dude. He'll promote you. It is what the fuck it is, right? So I've seen it. Fresh and Fit. It's not like that. If you don't have a certain level of clout, they're not talking to you, right? And it's crazy how they were able to get someone like Kevin Samuels on their show. They had a chance to build a great relationship, but because of greed, you know, these guys fuck it all up and burn the bridge, right? O'Shea, this is a classic example of when your idols become your rivals, all right? I'm dealing with this shit right now with this Canadian Billy Goat up there, all right? This nigga, LTTV, this guy, right? It's like, what are you doing, right? First, they react to you. They talk about how great you are, you know, how awesome your videos are. Oh, please let me up. You're talking to this famous person I'll never get a chance to talk to on my channel. Please bring me up, dude. Come on, right? And at the moment they see the opportunity, they want to be your rivals, right? It's Fresh and Fit, no different, right? That's why when in this YouTube game, y'all don't understand social media, you can't have friends in here. Like, I mean, you can collab with people, yeah, absolutely. But like when you're doing this things like, oh, that's my best buddy, or me and him are friends, like, nigga, nah, I got real friends. I don't need niggas online to be my friend. Like, what we talking about, right? That's what I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, it's just social media at the end of the day, right? People are out here for content, right? And Fresh and Fit are getting mad because O'Shea, one of the main things they were pissed off about with Kevin Samuels was the streaming times. They wanted the same streaming time slot that Kevin Samuels had. That was the whole reason, at least what do you call it? Internal information that I got was the streaming time was the big problem that Myron had, because he wanted to stream at the same time Kevin Samuels was streaming, and that was a no-go, right? But then on the surface, they were supposed to be friends. The same thing with Donnie Boy. Yo, Kevin Samuels wasn't even rocking with Donovan Sharp no more. Donovan Sharp pretended to still be friends with Kevin Samuels, even though he knew he didn't like Kevin Samuels, all for the clout. Until Kevin Samuels died, Donovan Sharp comes out. Yeah, so he wasn't really my friend. He told me one day, I can't swim with you, Jack. I can't swim with you no more. Yeah, I can't. All because I reacted to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Or Kevin Samuels don't want to mess with me no more. That's what you was doing. So you waited till this nigga died and you started clowning him. But y'all was supposed to be friends. Think about this.
Because Donovan, I discovered him. So you wouldn't even do the career that you might be on right now. The connection is because of me, damn near. You wouldn't even do Donovan if it wasn't for me. I'm the big homie, bro. I'm just not a sellout like y'all. But that's another story. That's another story, bro. But why you don't got that same smoke for these people?
He even asked us. He's like, if I kind of break the rules, just hit me up about it, guys. You know. And I agree with him. Like, we gain nothing. Like, one of these comes in, they talk nice. They're like, "Oh, look, white people deserve their space, and can't we just be friends?" and blah blah blah. But then later that night, they're just behavior. You know, I think it was you, Comfy, that was speaking about that guy where he's like against the Jews and all that. And a half an hour later, he's posting like, "Yeah, as many as you can," and just full behavior.
Yeah.
You know?
Myron Gaines. Yeah. Myron Gaines.
The worst thing he said was, "Don't marry a girl until you're 35." What a retarded thing to say.
Yeah, what an idiot.
What a retarded thing to say. Yo, that's wild, bro. But hey, Myron, even to a bunch of these white supremacists, you're still known as the Jew hater. Wow. Wow, bro. So you can sit there building a platform, because you can sit there, because Myron, because he got called out for being an anti-Semite on Twitter. Oh, yeah. Myron getting called out for being an anti-Semite. He's been getting called out on Twitter for it, right? Because some of the takes he's been saying when he got into the Israel-Palestine thing, a lot of people were saying, yo, some of this shit that you're saying is pretty anti-Semitic. Now, at first, you know, you can make the argument, nah, this content, whatever the fuck it is. But as you guys start, the conflict raged on, and, you know, time went on, right? The rhetoric got insane and got conspiratorial, even to the point where it started aligning with a lot of these far-right, alt-right supremacists. I don't want to say far-right, because I think alt-right is a better term to classify these crazy, because I know a lot of people on the right that are great people, great people, right? So that's why I don't want to, because even just calling you guys right-wing is an insult to a lot of right-wingers, bro. Y'all are far off the deep end just talking this nonsense. But when Myron was doing this, he was accepted. His anti-Jewish, anti-Semitic rhetoric was accepted by these literal Nazis. Okay, these guys who hate everything else but white people or whiteness, right? You're still known as the Jew hater. So people who are criticizing you, Myron, saying you're an anti-Semite, bro, even some that racists would approve of, they weren't wrong. Look at a bunch of these racists. They approve of your anti-Semitism, but they didn't approve of the fact that you were saying women should wait till they're 35 to get married. Actually, I'm shocked that Myron said that. I thought they were supposed to be virgins. Why are you waiting for a woman to be 35 to get married? Huh? I thought y'all were the party of you got to get married young and dumb. Isn't that what it is? So now Myron is changing his tune. Did I miss something here? Why are they saying Myron said that? Yo, shout out to Sharian Allegiance with the 2 says, why not live in solitude and enjoy life? Because most people need people. And honestly, life is about people. So solitude isn't really a good thing. For most people who are super introverts, yeah, you can be solitude. But like for a lot of people, human interaction is a good thing. And human interaction is how you get ahead in life, to be honest with you. But most people don't know how to interact with other human beings, especially women. They look at women and think they're a different species or something. Like, I mean, come on. Oh, she puts on makeup. She's a different person. No, she's still a woman. Go talk to her. I mean, these guys, I'm telling you, bro. I don't play games with a 10. Shout out to you. Says Myron's face looks grapey. He looks like a creepy grapist. Oh God. Hey, listen. Hey, allegedly, bro. We gotta put allegedly on that. We can't just say that, bro. Shout out to you. Why you trashing me with the 5 says Myron, is that dog on YouTube barking at the other dog through the fence? Oh, I see what you mean. Myron is that dog on YouTube barking at the other dog through the fence, and when the fence is opened up, he ran away like a little bitch. Nah, they just sit there and smell each other. Are you talking about that? I know a video I think you're talking about where the dogs are just going at each other, and then the gate pulls over, and they're just like staring at each other, like, oh, what's up, bro? And then they put the gate right back, and they go back to barking at each other. That's the internet. That's I couldn't think of a perfect metaphor for the internet. Right there. It just makes sense. Yo, Sharwin and League just again with the 2 shot. He says Zane Floyd did something heinous 25 years ago. I gotta look Zane Floyd. I gotta look at that.
That's why we're talking. This is what we were saying yesterday. Like at the end of the day, they're like you. They're low in control. Even if they say a few things that are based or whatever by our standards, don't fall for it. Don't think that they're on our side. Oh, based. It just doesn't happen. You know what I mean, though? This is what people think. This is what people think. No, it's what
but Myron Gaines. Myron Gaines.
No,
Myron Gaines has how many followers did Myron Gaines has, just for fun?
Like 100,000 or something.
But that's the point. I think it's the only reason why some people listen to him. It's because he's a little bit known, but he's still a neck.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And come the end of the day, especially in somewhere like the States where they're just niggas everywhere, what you think these people are going to align, you think they're going to help you, they'll turn on you as quick as anything. Right? Yeah.
If you actually listen to the unedited one, just the way they were dropping the N-word, you could tell they really mean that shit. That's coming from the bowels of their soul, deep within the bowels of their soul. They mean that shit. This are the group of people that Myron is trying to court right now. This is a group of people, right? And these are a group of people that are slowly infiltrating right-wing politics. A lot of these guys, right? Y'all got to watch out for these guys and ostracize them, because you don't want these people in your party. You don't want them doing and saying all these crazy things. Look what they're saying. When you listen to the whole thing, N-bomb this, N-bomb that. And bruh, they said it with such conviction. It's like, damn, Myron, you're working hard for these guys' approval. At the end of the day, they look at you as the N-word that will just turn on them no matter what. Because it's in your genes, right? That's what they think, right? It's honestly, it's disgusting. It's disgusting that guys like that can cape for people like this.
Yeah.
Now, see, you got all the smoke for Auburn Preach. You want to box. You want to box you. Like, what is boxing you? What is that going to solve? You tough guys on the internet. Like, win or lose, and what if you got knocked out? I'm just saying, well, that'll be bad. But let's just say, what is that going to?
Had to be career ending. If Myron got knocked out by O'Shea Duke Jackson, and we watched it live, it's over. Like say manosphere, whatever. Nah, it's done. It's done. Pack it up, son. Time to go home. We're not doing this no more. Ain't no way his career surviving that. Ain't no way.
That's all. You're still going to be a sucker. You're still going to be a clown. You're still going to get roasted by your own fans. Your own fans roast you every day on X. You get cooked every day. You going to fight them too? Nah, bro, I'm going to tell you what it is. You losing all that money and you have destroyed your life. You had a really good job. You destroyed it. You had a really good podcast. You destroyed it. And you don't want to take accountability why you destroyed it. You want to blame Susan Wojcicki. You want to blame everybody else. You know, you're just having a tantrum as a grown man. And I don't even want to tell you to go get tampons because, you know, that would at least say you're acting feminine, which you're not even doing that. Women are way more masculine than you. And all you do all day is cry because you hella in your feelings, dog. You need a hug, but not from me, though, because... You know, I don't really get down like that. But, you know, from some of them pictures that I see from you and
hey, hold up. Stop the show. This is the photo I was talking about. Because this is the one we were saying, hey, Myron, why you let these dudes just they just lay up on you half naked in the bed like that, bro? Like what's going on here? And Myron said, oh, no. It was early in the morning. I was sleeping, and the guys came in and tried to surprise me, right? Because, you know, boys will be boys. This is what happens when you're in a dorm room or at the hotel or whatever, right? They came in, opened my door, jumped on my bed, and, you know, somebody took the picture. Chat, if that is the case, why is this nigga over here underneath the covers already shirtless? Huh? So this guy who's on top of you right now, okay, him right here, who's on top of you? Hold up. This nigga right here, right? He was the one that came in and surprised you. Okay, fine. He's the one that jumped on the bed 2 a.m. Hey, surprise, bitch, it's me, right? That's him. Okay, why is this nigga laying here? Why is he already shirtless? Why is he already under the covers? So, wait a minute. He just comes in, jumps on the bed, surprises you. This nigga is already laying there next to you half naked. Huh? Why is there another man already under the covers, half naked? He don't look like he was in on the surprise. He looked like he got surprised. That's what happened. Like, again, Myron, you could try to deflect this photo any way, shape, or form, whatever. I told y'all, listen, I don't judge people. It is what it is, bro. If you want to be gay, if you want to be a lesbian, if you want to be trans or whatever, do what you got to do. Just don't impose your rules on other people, right? That is what it is, right? It's a common thing. But you guys want to, you know, impose your will on other people, how you want to live your life on other people. Fine. But then don't let people catch you with photos like this behind the scenes, because they're going to look at you sus. They're going to say, hey, wait a minute. You going at gay people, you going at Ivan Preach for dancing, calling that gay. And then what is this? Why is that nigga already under the covers, bruh? Can we explain this? What is the mystery behind this nigga under the covers already? This is the one thing I can't believe Myron lied about this. He said it was just a surprise. They broke in my room and surprised me. Do they look surprised to you, nigga? Does this look surprising? I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Pass seems like you might get down like that. Can I get a ooh sound effect? You stay all day on Twitter talking about homosexuals and lesbians. I don't understand why you always talk about people like that on social media. Like, if you're not in that lifestyle, why would you mention it? I don't make content about people that I'm not interested in, but you are always talking about gays. It's so bad I can't even put it on YouTube. You know how they feel about that. Yeah, but just go look at his Twitter. I'm gonna be real, bro. Go look at his Twitter. Go check out his Twitter. It's at UnplugFitX. You can see all the hate speech that this dude does all day.
So change your name to ButtPlugFit. That's what you got to change your name to, ButtPlugFit, bro. Because, bro, I'm sorry, that photo does not make any sense. And then the more I think about it, chat, I'm sorry, bro, but then you look at this photo right over here, and then you're like, it's the same guy. It's the same guy, chat. And you know what's crazy? If you actually do research on this guy, he actually swings the other way, right? He plays for the same team, if you know what I mean. It's the same guy. And then you look at the other video with Myron saying, gay men give better head than women. Myron said that, right? I don't think he said gay men, but he did say men give better head than women. And my question was, how would he know that? Huh? How would Myron know men give better head? Where the fuck does that even come from if you're a straight guy? Like, that says no straight guy ever, men give better head than women. No straight guy says that. But Myron did. Okay? So I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. All right? When I look at that photo and Myron's giving me an explanation telling me, oh, no, they just popped in my room and surprised me. And it's the same guy kissing and holding you in different photos. Just admit you had an experience in college. Why? Just admit it. When you went to college, you and your boy over here, y'all did some experimenting. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. I mean, most girls do that, right? Most people do. It just means you're a human. But when you go on this judgment spree and you're judging everybody else about their lifestyle, and like, again, it makes people investigate you and look at you a lot closely. Because if you're a straight guy, most straight people aren't worried about what gay people are doing. We're not worried about what trans people are doing. We're not worried about what lesbians are doing. We're just doing what we're doing because we're straight. That's it. We're straight. We're just doing what we're doing, right? But then when you see a guy who claims to be straight, but they're overly fixated on LGBT or all these different things, it's like, okay, bro, I get it. I get your opinion. I get it. Well, why are you so personally affected by this? Like, why do you feel so personally invested? That doesn't seem right? And most often, always, guys who behave like that, where they're overly personally invested in situations like that, often have stuff in their closet they're hiding, right? That is what it is, bro. So, Myron, you experimented in college. Nothing wrong with that.
It's a 34-year-old man who lost multiple millions of dollars in earnings because he couldn't keep his mouth shut. And this guy says he doesn't drink alcohol and he doesn't use drugs. So he's crazy just off GP. Talk about crashing out. Nobody has crashed out like this dude. And you want to fight somebody. You need to whoop your own ass. That's what you need to do. You need to find somewhere that you can beat and just beat your own ass, because you know who whooped your own ass? It was you. Want to know who got kicked off YouTube? It was you. Want to know who got kicked off TikTok? It wasn't no shade. It was you. Want to know who?
And Fresh. Yeah, Fresh has been a monumental disaster for this nigga. I mean, the caping Myron had to do, the superhuman levels of caping Myron had to do for Fresh, and his monumental fuck-ups. Yeah, no, I would say 75% of it was Fresh. I'm sorry, chat. That's my poll on it. 75% of the platform crashing was Fresh. All right. A good majority, 25%, was Myron, right? Myron and his bullshit, because Myron and his scandals, Miss Cheeks. Remember, y'all remember Miss Cheeks and her scenario, right? We also had what we call Anna Quinn, the whole Anna Quinn scenario that kicked this whole thing off, the Auburn preach beef. Yeah, we've been known. So again, it's just like, bro, 25% you cause it, and then it's 75% Fresh. That's why a lot of it fans, they're telling you, yo, just get rid of this nigga, right? He's supposed to be the guy who's supposed to do the networking and do the behind the scenes shit. And your yacht party, the shipping vessel was the fishing vessel was the first thing he can do, the best he can do. If Fresh is the network guy, all right, he's supposed to be so important, y'all would have had a better yacht than that. I'm sorry. A repurposed fishing vessel. That's what y'all got. A ferry boat. That's what y'all got. A ferry boat. That's the best Mr. King of networking can do behind the scenes. If this is the best thing he can do, a lot of fans now, there's nothing stopping them from saying, yo, what exactly is Fresh's usefulness? No, seriously. If this is the behind the scenes networking, the best we can do is a shipping boat. What are we doing? Huh? So, Fresh, you're useless off the platform. You're useless on the platform. I think it's time to find something different.
Who blew all that money? So y'all struggling right now? It was you. Want to know who went back on their word and was hypocritical? It was you. Dusty. So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy.
I think it's mad sus that he wants to fight you. I do think that's sus as hell. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's just a way for these pill poppers to talk tough, right? They want to talk like tough guys, right? Oh, I challenge him to a fight. He want to fight me. Not everybody trying to fight nowadays, bro. I mean, sometimes it's just not it's a waste of time. Like, what? We gotta fly down there, fight, and then what? And then what? To get hurt for what? Right? Fighting, sometimes y'all think it's just that easy. Nah, sometimes fighting, you putting your life in your hands when you go in the ring, bro. You go against somebody that know what they're doing, you are putting your life in your hands, okay? I've seen, bro, if you see somebody get knocked out before, like, if you've knocked somebody out before, you just seen that shit, like, it's just an interesting feeling. That's all I got to say about that. It's a real interesting feeling, right? When you see them just laying like that, their eyes roll back. That's not something that you're just willingly, trying to, you got to be cautious of. A lot of y'all just quick to go into violence and whatnot. I don't think you guys understand truly what violence looks like. You probably see somebody get knocked out on YouTube or you believe you can do that shit. But realistically, bro, when you actually, bro, it's a different kind of vibe. Y'all got to, it's always the people who don't understand violence be the first one quick to resort to violence. It's like, y'all are stupid, bro. This boxing shit is for the birds, bro. Go fight Abba. Or, no, better yet, go fight Allende. He's been waiting on you on that smoke, bro. He's been waiting on you with that smoke. Just go fight him if you want to fight somebody that bad. Shout out to, hold up. Megatron with the 5 says, these guys treat the N-word as if it was a Mortal Kombat fatality move. Which guys are you talking about? You talking about the white dudes on there? Yeah, you see how they're saying it, because deep down, that's how they really feel. That's how it's to them. It's supposed to be a word where they know the real meaning of that word, right? That's why when some black folks say they don't like the word nigga with the A in it, right? Because they know what they're talking about. Because oftentimes, yeah, I know we co-opted it to make it our thing, but realistically, it still has roots, right? That's why some black folks, I applaud them. They don't like when other black folks use the N-word on each other, because they know for a fact when white people say it, they know exactly what they mean by that. And I'm not saying all white people. I'm saying these neo-Nazis online, when they're saying the N-word, right? They know exactly the meaning they mean by that, right? And some of these other folks, they know exactly what these guys are on. So it makes sense, right? So yeah, they think it's like the final word. Yeah, just N-word this. It's crazy how people think, bro. Shout out again with the 2. Shout out to you, says, why does everything have to be politically correct? Why does everything? Well, it's not that everything's politically correct. It's just advertising. It's advertising. Right, that's it. Advertisers control the world right now. It is what it is. Y'all are talking about Matrix. Go get at these advertisers, these pharmaceutical companies. They're all over the place. Go get them. They're the ones who, because listen, YouTube used to be a place where it didn't have to be censored. You could see a lot of crazy shit on YouTube, but then YouTube had to make money. Okay, and then YouTube, they started selling advertising, and that took off, and now that's the way they're making it. Because if advertisers don't want to advertise on certain things, they're gonna pull the plug, and that means revenue loss. Y'all don't understand how hard it is for these streaming stuff to go up and to store the stuff, right? The rates and everything like that, bro. It's insane. It costs Google a lot of money to keep this shit going. All right, so they have to make money somehow, and if you're a platform that can cause them advertisers, you're getting dropped. They will drop you so damn fast. It's not even funny, bro. So yeah, it's the private companies being politically correct. Okay, it's not the other way around. So when people talk about free speech, I think the alt-right has it warped. It's the private companies that own it. That's why these antitrust lawsuit that's going against Google right now is highly important, and y'all should be paying attention to that, because it could have some serious ramifications in the future. But yeah, everything has to be politically correct, because things are way things are for right now. Shout out to Mo C with the 5, says Richard Cooper has a book called Butt Plug Beta. He charges Sims $83.33 a minute. What? That's $5 an hour. What are you paying that fucking dude $5,000 an hour for? That's worse than $4,500 or $3,500 for a yacht trip. That's worse than that. That's crazy. How do you charge 5 bands in 1 hour? Who's stupid enough to pay Richard Cooper $5,000 for 1 hour of what? Well, what is Richard Cooper teaching you in 1 hour for $5,000? You can't get the value somewhere else from. Nah, this got to be capped. Ain't no way, Mosi. I got to research that now. If that is true, I'm dropping a video on it. I'm sorry, Richard. You're not getting away with this. You are fleecing these people. Ain't no way you charging 5 bands an hour. Yo, you better, bro, that better be some fucking gold level standard advice you giving out there, bro. Because if it don't come up to par, you getting exposed. Richard, it's about time, bro. It's about time. You getting exposed. Ain't no way. And y'all pill poppers fall for this shit. Y'all fall for this. Somebody come up to you and say, hey, pay me $5,000 for 1 hour. I'll give you the secrets for what? For what? It's a charlatan, a snake oils guy. My goodness, bro. Megatron with the 2 says, I was referring to the racist Myron Sims for. Yeah, I figured. Shout out to you. Chat. That's what we got for you guys today on the show. Like, I mean, this shit was crazy, bro. We got 2 parts in one, and don't worry, the second part is going to be a clip on its own. But shout out to you guys for being here. What do you think about this overall scenario with Fresh and Fit and the women that come on their show? Do you think majority of them are all psychopath and Fresh and Fit need to do a better job when they're vetting these women? So that way, when they're saying women can ruin your life, they're not inviting the very same women who are capable of doing so. Let me know in the chat, because this shit was wild finding this out, okay? And also let me know what you think of Donovan Sharp's reaction to this whole thing, you know, pretending that he cares about the families of this, you know, the accident that happened, but he's then using this situation as a way to springboard his talking points and his agenda, basically saying that women, you know, if you leave women by themselves with no goddamn instructions, they'll be useless. Of course women need men. Okay, women can't survive. They cannot survive without men. Let me know what you think about that. For me personally, I think that's bullshit. I think it's a bullshit statement to make. I think, Donnie, this is why people don't pay attention to you anymore. Your ideas are outdated, bro. They're outdated. You got to come up with some new shit. Yeah, do more skits if you have to, all right? Chat, I got something to show you real quick. And this one, I legit have to show you something. It's crazy as fuck. Hold up. Watch this.
But ass.